why I use the teller. So that they come all my things to me. Go to www.legalteller.com to register now. I pay my bills. How do you feel every time you are buy data or people looking online? You want to see how to do whatever. This suddenly happens with middle teller. The middle teller gives you more discount on every airtime you use. That gives you more airtime to use and this is why I use middle teller. Because I save cost of all my bills payments. Go to www.middleteller.com to register now. I pay my bills with middle teller. How would you feel every time you recharge your phone? Pay for people to buy or tax or pay for your bills online. Instead, how would you feel? This suddenly happens with middle teller. Middle teller gives you more discount on every airtime. This is why.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
We don't have breakfast this morning because our voices are not sounding like those that are ready to make some money today. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yeah, it sounds better right now. Good to see these beautiful faces and the handsome faces. I was thinking that this was going to be maybe a female training room. But our men has changed it. Because I was just seeing ladies walking in and I was like, this 21 is 2021. Is it only women that want to make money this year? What's happening to our daddies and our uncles in the house? But you guys changed the tide and I can see that you're walking in and you're all looking beautiful and you're all looking handsome. So I want you to clap for yourself for making it out here this morning. That's good. And you're not this train is not paid. Go for another one. If they will do another one, go for it. But it might be so unfortunate that we might not have another one of this type, even if it's going to be free. And we might not even have it free anymore. So for those who actually took out their time to come this morning, once again I need you to celebrate yourself this morning for taking that effort to come to how much we all are hungry and thirsty to always learn more. I want to know more. For me as a person, I'm big on learning and learning and learning. I haven't stopped learning and I won't stop learning. As long as I still have this by the brain and all my body doing that, I will continue to learn. I don't tell myself that, oh, you already know digital marketing. What does it mean to me in digital marketing? Oh, you already know Facebook adverts. What does, if I see something and I feel that, oh, I need this particular training, I go for it. Sometimes no matter how much it will cost me, I might not be able to get it immediately, depending on how much it costs at that moment. But I'll make sure that that's it, I must go for it. It's important. So for everyone who is here this morning, we're going to be doing a little exercise. And I'm going to start with myself. And there's something about the power of introduction. Now I'm going to be introducing myself first, and I'm expecting any other person to introduce themselves. The way you introduce yourself to this video will determine if I remember your name after this class. Or if your neighbor or the person at the back will remember who you are, what you do, and how they met you, even 2 weeks or months or years after the training. So I don't want you to introduce yourself as if you know, let's just go. Maybe this one will be maybe it will be the game changer for me. Maybe not, I'm not sure. Let's go. I don't want you to introduce yourself that way. Because you never can tell, maybe the next person that is seated to you beside you at the moment, or somebody who is watching online right now, might be the person who will help you or who you need to get to that next phase. So you must introduce yourself as if you're already at that point where you want to arrive at, even if you are not gotten there. I don't know if someone is trying to get one thing. Yes. You might be a student, you might be an housewife, hoping to have a different source of income that will change the finances for you. Don't introduce yourself like that housewife who is just taking care of their kids and just coming for this training. Let's see if this one will be the game changer for you. But you need to introduce yourself like that woman you want to be. That one you have admired so much, that you have been seeing either online or offline, and you have seen that even me, I'm going to get to this stage. So time, so year. And that is the way I need you to introduce yourself. I hope we all get that this morning. Okay, so let me start so that you have a glimpse of what I'm trying to tell you. So my name is Bisi Akintayo, and I'm known as the Anatomy of Position, also the e-commerce and money coach. But my story was never like this. I started as a financially frustrated housewife that always depends on her husband for every little penny. And today the story has changed, and I've been able to trade over 6,081 persons globally in e-commerce business. Right now we have a company called Jimido, and our office is in Amole here. And we have about 4 subsidiaries. We have Jimido Seller, we have Jimido Fashion, we have Jimido Media, we have DBNS, all encompasses in Jimido. And in the year 2021, our target is to be 10 billion naira, not dollars right now. That's our target, that's our goal. And we also are looking at empower over 100,000 Africans globally. And that is our goal as a company. So that's a little about the Akintayo. So can you introduce yourself right now?
Hello everyone.
Hi.
My name is Esther Ibuni, and I'm actually here with my mom and then about to get
Beautiful, amazing. But not as lovely as I would have loved you to actually introduce yourself. I'll still celebrate you. Remember I said, even if you're a student, of course, there's a way you introduce yourself. Oh, I'm representing my mom. Oh, I'm a student of XYZ. I have done this, or I've done this, or I've done this, or by the years or so, I will have graduated. But before then, these are the things I want to have accomplished in school and after school. So that way, I will remember you. But now, I just like to finish it. And I see it tomorrow, I don't know, because there's nothing to remember you about. Do you understand? So always be that thing after you are doing introduction. So people say, oh, I would love to meet Daniel today. Oh, I would love to meet you again. I would love to meet you again. But you'll be surprised that when you meet them, you don't meet. You'll be quiet. You don't know what to say. You'll be lost. And the first 10 seconds with anybody, any great man, will determine whether they will know a person of value or a predator. So if they meet you for 10 seconds and you can't introduce yourself properly, you can't remember you. He won't remember you. But you must make sure that everywhere you go, you must introduce yourself such that anybody listening to you would remember who you are. They don't have a choice. They would definitely remember who you are. There was a course I did sometimes late last year, and they asked us to introduce ourselves. After my introduction, people were eager to come and do business with me because of the way I introduced myself. There was nothing, I can't remember everybody, but guess what? I have done so many things with so many people in that particular circle of that training I had. So you don't just come for trainings and if you're just training now. I would dress my best, look my best, smile my best. The quantity of perfume I've never put in. I will put that perfume. When they ask me to talk, the way I will talk, such that you will remember me. You don't have a choice. Because people don't pay you because of who you are. They pay you for the value you have for others. So if they can't see that you carry that value, they will never pay. It's not possible. Okay, next person, let's go ahead. Because of time and there's still so much to cover.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, madam.
My name is Anita. I'm known as Best Anita. Reason is because I'm a sales representative. I sell in different organizations, different industries. Until I came across Jefferson's enthusiasm and need me to really want to do more. The reason is because of training I got, the free training and the tips the MD of the company gave out made me to move me motivate me to see myself that I'm a big fish swimming in a small ocean, but I really need to expand. So that motivated me to switch from sales industry where I am to university. Today, I came across a Bisi Akintayo post on Facebook. I saw it. I said, fine, these people are givers. They love training. I love people like this because they train. And I love learning. Since I love learning, and people are ready to train, I make myself available. I'm looking at myself to be one of the trainers, and also look at myself as acquiring training like this to people, undermining the cost, because I know that they do a lot to give out this training for free without giving it for themselves. I'm looking up to myself in 5 years' time to see that I will be able to start training people, making them to know what I know, to also be a super sales people, and to be best the way I am best. Where that best came from, I need to be targeted to 10 million in 90 days. So they have been shown the best sales person. So I became best very time. So I'm looking up to that again to reach out that.
At least if you don't remember anything, the best marketer, right? In 90 days. So if you don't remember anything, what will you remember after? Or just that? And some people like, maybe I should connect with that because for her to be the best marketer and make 10 million in sales, I think I want to be a friend of such a person. So you're welcome and good to have you here. So I'm sure some people will remember you after today's training, right? Awesome. Over to you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Bukola Grace. So they call me Bukola Alako because I'm very friendly. You understand? I'm a masseur. I'm a massage therapist. So I offer massage, body massage, pedicure, manicure. That's my profession. So about 2 years ago, I was eager to know about importation. So to the glory of God, I ordered my first group. Personally, for me and my son yesterday. So I received it yesterday. I didn't order myself from China, from their company. You know, I've been trying to what is that? This e-commerce, this importation, what's it all about? I want to do this thing myself. So I went for a training online, and I did that about 2 years ago, and I ordered it myself online. And I received it yesterday. I'm like, wow, I want to know more about this. But I've been seeing Madam Akintayo on online for about a year now. So I started really inspiring me. She was like, she used to be a frustrated housewife that she needed more. Even me too, I want more. You understand? What I was in secondary school, I've been working to kind of go to school. So I'm telling you that I love to work. As a young lady, I love to work. I want to kind of own my own money. So as soon as you motivated me to kind of know more about e-commerce and many motivation. That's why I'm here to kind of learn more from her. I really want to learn more from her, and also want to have my own start in the future. And also want to actually venture into any e-commerce business and many more, so that I can take order like the way she's here right now. Thank you so much for listening.
Beautiful, welcome, Madam Akintayo. Next question. So let's do 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Oluwafemi Oluwakemi, the CEO of Jordan DIY Ventures, and we have a vision to actually train young and old how to produce 30 household products and use organics as well. And it is our belief that especially women, once a woman is empowered, the children will no longer go to bed hungry. That's our vision in our organization. I'm so impressed when I've been a follower of Bisi Akintayo. I was so impressed when I heard her story, and I was like, this is how I started. I look forward to growing bigger and doing more. To the glory of God, we've been able to train over 500 women in the past 1 year, and we're looking forward to do more because it's actually a free training that we normally organize. And I trust God that by this time next year, I'll be in one of our programs to testify that God has helped us further. Thank you.
Let's celebrate now. Celebrate now. God bless you. the first facilitator for the so he has to get this direction after we saw him. Okay, so far that. So Madam, over to 10 seconds. Your name and what the Lord has done for you. So testimony time.
I'm here all the way from Bisi. Wow. I studied in Ola Bisi in Akintayo. That is where I got to see your friends always. So on Facebook, I got to see this is Bisi. I didn't know Bisi is doing. What she doing? Wow. So I got to know what she's doing. Okay, she's going to e-commerce. Bisi can do something great like this. And look at her, see what she's doing right now. And I do a job, I work in the Bible department in the States. It's the kind of job I do from 7 to like 6. I don't like money or anything. I can't continue my life like this. So if this thing is doing so great like this, why not try what she's doing? So that is why I'm here
You seem so good to have me here, and I'm sure that that quest for you to be here today is justified. Because I asked myself years ago before I started, which one of the things that led me to start teaching actually. Because people have this mentality that, how can you know something and teach me? It's not possible. You can't know something and want to teach me. But I looked at the fact that there is lots of people who also do in the situation which I was years ago. And if I don't do it, it's not the way it's supposed to be. There are lots of people who don't do it. So I felt that it's about feelings, it's about knowing. And you can go through financial words that will last for posterity. You can't continue with the 9 to 5 job. Have you ever seen anybody who left wealth for generations to come by doing 9 to 5 job? And do you know there's something I have also discovered that we sometimes might not be smart about until we've gotten to that age of about maybe 60 and we're going to retire. If you notice, I'm not saying that it's wrong to work on the people. It's not wrong. But it's wrong for you to work on them and not think of your financial prosperity. And not think of building some generational wealth. You can be there and have a side business you're doing. After about 35 years of people who are in civil service, maybe my parents, my mom actually serve with the government as well. Maybe your parents, maybe you are even in the government parastatal or you are in the private sector right now. But after your 35 years, what happened at the age of 60? If you look around, while most mother-in-laws or father-in-laws or parents become a burden on their children, it's because all their life, they use it to serve somebody. With the hope that they'll get enough money to train their children to the best schools. And after these kids go to the best schools, one of the things that we need to understand is that when they start their own family, their family becomes the priority. They also want their own children to go to the best school. And they start the same rat race, which you pass on to them, and they get it started. And you are waiting for a paycheck from one child and say, I wish I would give back to 7. Maybe I'll be receiving 7 paychecks right now. And you're not looking for one smart side business where you now open shop in front of your house, you're selling wasi-wasi. You know wasi-wasi? Those are online, they're not in Nigeria. I'm sure you understand. Wasi-wasi, sell biscuits, sell sweets. Or you start looking for one small contract as a man you want to do. Or now start looking for businesses you can do. Either offline or online that can begin to fetch you money. But you don't even have that strength at that moment. The strength you had is the strength you have now when you're in your youthful years. That you can still do about 20 businesses. But when you are 60, when you are 70, which strength do you have to run and chase and study as much as the strength and vigor we have right now? So she has taken a very right step to come here this morning to come and then actually I did not usually recognize her with very something other for that. But I'm sure that now that we're in the right place, you have clarity and you know what you can do and get started. And please never quit your 9 to 5 job if you have not started a side business and you have made it solidified. In the sense that you can write that if you want to write that. Because some people will leave this training and go and stand their boss. I'm not saying you do serve your boss. But make sure you have started this first and you're already making the money. And I'm not saying that you use 200,000, you go and sack your boss. Except if you're a rugged businessman, you're ready to take risks. I don't know if you're getting what I'm trying to say now. Because I've seen people who go and sack their boss, and before you know, after 2 months, they go and employ their boss again. And go back and lost their sleep. I think this online businesses they are saying. So, because things take time. For every person who is here who has a child, to understand the fact that the pregnancy they carried in their stomach, it wasn't the day they conceived, it wasn't 1 month later they delivered. Some 9 months, some maybe because of twins, 8 months. But it took time for that child to grow. The child did not grow into an adult in 1 day. It took time for the child to become a teenager, before it grew into an adult. So do not make that mistake. Once you have solidified whatever you're going to be learning today, then you can go ahead and say, I am ready to sack my boss. We have one of the people who trained in e-commerce. He was already doing more than 20 million naira in transactions before he sacked his boss and focused on his business. I say I'm one of my students, I'm telling your mother, I'm the one forcing this woman to go and sack to fire a boss now. She's here to fire a boss. Because one of our 250 million naira in e-commerce, my mentee, I shall refuse to sack our boss. And I'll say, Mother, what's going on? Sack your boss and face your business well. Now, what happened is, for her now is why I have to tell her she has to sack her boss. It's because she's already making good money from e-commerce business. Now, our attention is divided and she's not able to give that business 100% attention. Because she can, and she would have done even over 500 million naira in transaction. Because she has a place right now, but she's not able to go there to manage. And you know how it is when you are not in the business in Nigeria. I'll be telling her, Madam, it's time, sack this your boss. I want to face this our e-commerce square. You two can see that the money is fit inside. So next person, 10 seconds right now. Our facilitator for the first session is around 10 seconds. I hope we reduce it to 1 second.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Akintayo. I'm a lot of things. I'm a child of God. So I'm a digital marketer, a network marketer, and a telecom marketer. So I've been following the trend of the Akintayo. Dr. Tuna has been my financial mentor. He doesn't know me, but I know him very well. And I see myself in the 8 days, not in 1 year's time.
30 seconds.
Yeah, in a month's time. In a month's time, I want to get to the place. Because right now, through the Akintayo, my partner and I, we had a new program, starting the house. And I have to connect one of my clients to one portal on the demo comfort to time. Because I know how valuable it is to work in this realm. This is the realm of money. And I'm very sure we will make it say to God.
Amen. Amen. For those that don't know, Mr. Stephen and Peter, Stephen is actually my husband and is the MBC of Peter Schools, and which is also Middle East like a sister company on 19 So that's why some of you might be considered this is Peter, the way to be like Peter, the way to carry but it's also still the MBC of Peter Schools and amazing. And you will always make so much for the world. It's not going to be a party distributed today. Next person, 20 seconds. What the Lord has done for you. 20 seconds, you have 15 left.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
I'm Akintayo. For 2 years ago, I saw this online and I checked through anything that I've been done under them. I didn't think by coming in this morning on which I know my coming here will be again and I'm going to learn a lot. Thank you very much.
Welcome, Mr. Abisa. Let's celebrate everyone.
I worked as a private organization for some years, so I left my job. So part of when I left my job, I was just looking for things to do. And even before I left my job, I'm a businesswoman. We did, but I wanted to do in a very bad skill. So when I came out of my job, I tried my hands on so many businesses. I know I could do it, but I didn't really take my time to pick the one I actually wanted to settle for. Because I love knowledge, I like learning. I go in and out of so many businesses. Though I trade. I'm into fashion, beauty, I'm into real estate, and that's how I was probably into the husband's page on Facebook. I said, this is what actually I am an interest in. I did something last year in real estate. So I was like, let me start to follow this man so that I would learn more. Along the line, I stumbled into your page at the same time because I was doing business, and because I traveled to get some goods, then I didn't really know how to go about it. So the person I met there was like, you don't need to come this far, for this kind of money for you to start. You can still do some things around. So I did that. I traveled, brought me some goods. Then after all, because of finance, I was just like, if I can't travel, how will I go about it? So when I heard about e-commerce, digital world and everything, so I was actually looking for an opportunity to do something like that so that I can take my business to the next level. Thank you very much.
Beautiful, welcome, and good to have you here. Good to have you here. Next person, 30 seconds.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Abbas. Okay, I am a life and a personal development coach. Okay, and also an online entrepreneur. I actually help people to move from point A to point B. And not just that. As an entrepreneur, an online entrepreneur, I also have an online platform called the Seller's Bank, where you actually come and place your digital products and sell. Then we also have affiliate that can help you to promote your product. Thank you.
Beautiful. The Seller Bank, right?
The Seller's Bank.
The Seller's Bank. Beautiful, amazing. Welcome, sir.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Talking about myself, I grew up in a strong woman who had good business. She went in and out of so many businesses, also relocated to various places. And growing up seeing such a woman, I had this aspiration to just go into business. As a student, now university part-time, I read computer science. After that, I have this desire to go into business. When she died, I continued her business for some time. Then, due to education, I had to stop business. And right now, I'm just looking for something to start up again. That's why I've been following her on Facebook and on YouTube. And I just thought that today was another day to learn from her. So that's why I came. Thank you.
Welcome, good to have you here, madam. 20 seconds, your name and what the Lord has done for you.
Good morning. My name is Anima Shamuna Bisi. I am an administrator and I'm a woman that I've always loved doing business. Because growing up with my dad, he's somebody that loves business. So that passion for business has always been there. And I've been following her for quite some time now. I'm looking at her story. I'm always like, how can I be like this woman? We couldn't surpass her. So when I saw the opportunity on Facebook, I asked you just acquire, just want to come here.
You're welcome. I was going to say something earlier when you were speaking that, right? Yes, you said that I've done several businesses, and I need to let us understand that there are no bad businesses. There are no bad businesses. All the online businesses will be taught today, and the several offline businesses will see that people do. The fact that you have seen or you have heard some people have succeeded in it, and the fact that some people have failed in those same businesses does not make them bad businesses. If I have failed in a business, does that make business bad? Whether I like it or not, 1 million and one person will say come and do that business and succeed in it. The reason why we have many people who have failed in businesses is the fact that most people don't even have a mentor. Some will say you are my mentor and they watch you from online. Everything I tell you online is not what I will tell my mentee. I was still in chat with one of my mentees he has been my mentee as a far back as 2018. And I was asking him about his sales. What was the sales last year? And he was telling me about the sales. And I was saying, I'm not this is not good enough. Was my 92 years ago. I could have left him. I asked him, what was your sales last year, December? What was the total sales your company made in e-commerce? And he gave me the screenshot and I think it's not good enough. This is something that you should do within a year. And I gave him a new target. And I told him, you know what, you need to have another strategy meeting. And we're going to be taking you step by step. You need to take to make this particular amount we are telling you to make. So does that mean that the business is doing was a bad model? No, it wasn't. But the truth is that the fact that he had a mentor was able to tell him, your numbers are low, your numbers are not right, you can do better. So many of you are not in wrong businesses if you have started something online. You just need somebody who has exceeded that particular goals and targets you have for yourself. If your target is to make $1 billion this year, look for somebody who has done $2 billion in that business and go to that circle, whatever it's going to cost you to pay to enter that inner circle, pay it. And that's how you also begin to belong to that same wealth environment and create that wealth for yourself. Because it doesn't have to be like 1 year of mentorship. It might just be one word from your mentor that will change your business for life. I mean the finances. Just one word, just one step that will say to you that don't do this, and that will be the game changer for you. So I don't care how many businesses you are failing right now. There are no bad businesses. Because if I begin to ask now, some of you say, oh, I didn't get a mentor. Oh, you know that my mentor, I won't see her. You don't need to see her 24 hours in a day. Just one step is enough. And it will be the game changer for your business. So over to you, ma. Your name and
Sorry, everyone.
why you are here.
My name is Akintayo. I'm also a Nigeria. I came across Mrs. Bisi last year during an interview in TBC. And I didn't even take it serious until the school was locked down. That was when I now look at myself that I've been focusing on one business thing or one job thing. I need stream of income. And that was when I started following. I went to go and look for the Bisi, I wrote the name and the IP address, and I started following her. And when she said we are going to give a seminar today, I told myself that I have to be here because I want streams of income to enter into my finance. And like what this man said yesterday, that when he was trained, the following month, he started to train others. And that's what I want to happen today. As I'm trained today, I want to train others as from this month, by God's grace.
Beautiful. You're welcome. Good to have you. How many teachers do we have here? How many teachers? Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I mean, teaching in schools. They're teaching in school. We have just 2 teachers. Beautiful, awesome. I remember this pandemic. My current TA, that's executive assistant, used to teach in the school. But after the whole lockdown and everything, the teachers have to smart up and say they need a different sort of business. Funny enough, I looked at him and I looked at where it was coming from, where he was teaching, and he has had a foundation of digital marketing. And right now, when school resumed as the last day, we go back, because he was able to discover that he has not been doing things that can unnecessary pressure. When I asked about the amount he was being paid at the end of the year as well, the now shared 30,000 naira for lesson fee, and he saw the potential, the amount he was already making while of them. That got smart of us. You shall remain in this place. You are not going to any school again. Because he saw that he could actually be doing his digital marketing alongside making extra money for himself. And you could see that he had more potential and more things. Right now, he's going to complete it now this year. And he has been in school. He learned because he has not been anything in that line. They have not done anything. But this is going to complete it. But imagine if he was still there. I'm not saying that. Please, we need teachers to go and try. Because our children need teachers in school. But all of this point is I've whatever you have learned, you can even help your school and say, digital, school learn to this, and they see you as an asset and not a liability to the school. Over to you, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
My name is
Beautiful, good. Good morning, sir. Over to you for bringing your wife.
Good morning, everybody. Actually, it's a fun time, let me put it that way. By the grace of God, I'm Pastor Ernest. I have been a friend of Akintayo online, LinkedIn, and Facebook, but I never took it serious, being that there are so many ups and downs on internet. So by the time I got the message some days ago, let me just give it a try. Let me see how I can learn today on one-on-one interactions. God bless us.
You're welcome, sir. Let me share a short story of me, myself. You're welcome, sir. I remember years ago, before I joined the internet trade, and my husband would go to work and I'm like, what are you guys going to do? Is it my internet? Just carry computer now, just press, that's what you're finished the work you have to do. But I didn't really understand the logic and the step-by-step principle to the internet business and how you can really make so much money from the internet. Obviously, I started as well. I think there was one training, I think it took me a long while. I decided to turn along, just like she did. But when I look at it, this internet is true. There's nothing you can make, only by pressing computer. And that was how that decision and that story changed for me. And I took that step, and I believe that as Madam is here today, it's not just that you have time that you are ready to take action and make it work. So that tomorrow you can come out and share that testimony. God bless you for being here. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Akintayo. I came on the road from I got the text message around 7 a.m. this morning. So I reached out to you. I've tried to set up e-commerce in about 6 or 2 years before. And I followed you online and the husband too. So these are people who have been consistent over time. And one of the things that also motivated me to e-commerce was during the pandemic, almost everything was shut down. But one of the businesses that prospered and increased was e-commerce online business. So I felt I'm not in the wrong place and I think I have what it means for that.
Beautiful. Welcome, sir. Over to you, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Bisi.
Oh, I know you very well. This is my good fans on social media. Good to meet you.
I got to know Mr. Steven from Lensback on Instagram. He does some talking of online businesses and from one country to the other. Then through his page, I got to know Mrs. Bisi. So I was like, okay, let me just follow her and see. And I won't lie, but whenever she has any series, anything, like I have my notes here. There was one thing, I followed that she got in Mr. Dio this way. So I have some notes and I'm just like, I work with an insurance company. I own an industry with the company. I have to sell selling, and I also like making, I believe it's not really good for you to have a stream of income. So I believe that, but how to harness what, how to do what is really stopping me. So I've been following now. Even presently I'm having a communication, I'm a member with Dinido, amazing communications. And little by little, I know, because I started telling people that this is what I do, you can also come along. So when I now saw this on Instagram, I felt, okay, let me just come in. It will be an opportunity to really meet her. And because I've been longing, I've told her, I said, I want to meet with you one-on-one. So it's a good platform for me. Thank you.
Beautiful. Good to have you. You're welcome. Next person, please let's test your person. Test your person. Mr. Amayo has another engagement.
I'm here to learn more and to have another source of income.
Beautiful. You're welcome. God bless you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Akintayo. I actually care about them through my husband, and the type that I really love
business, and I've been doing it since even before I got married. I've been with my mother, and even up till now, I'm into business. But I still see myself in the level that my mommy is, and I have not yet seen my level in that level that is high. That's why I'm here. Lemon.
Welcome, I'm good to have you here. Next person.
Good morning, my name is Akintayo. I run a textile production company and a fashion house. So I have been following Bisi Akintayo for a while. I'm interested in knowing more how to make money on internet, and that's why I'm here.
Beautiful, you're welcome. Next person.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Bisi. I am a personal accountant. I do 9 to 5 job. But the things I've done for like 13 years, and I asked myself, how long will I take to this reach? In the past 2 years, I've started working on trying to set up my own side hustle and say I can do variety with job. I currently I was taking myself from the but because of my job, I don't really have time to do this kind of people who are always having that. So but after the last lockdown, the lockdown last week, I asked myself, is it not time I need to take this thing to e-commerce, take it online? I said I could do this like expand. However, that's most years I'm trying to work over it. It has always it's so much of my time, and I just feel that the best thing to do is to do this for thing and see online class. So I can be able to achieve what I want to achieve. Why I gradually exit my 9 to 5 job. I think across, I've been following you on Instagram, on Facebook, and really impressive what I've seen. And I said, okay, that since I've given myself the target for this year to have even more high school anymore, I think this is the place I can contribute to having this house for it. Thank you.
Beautiful, you're welcome, sir. Good to have you here. Next person.
I am here to learn more.
So I can't tell you, speak like it. You know.
I said I am here to learn my medicine on one occasion and over.
Okay, sir.
So I'm here to learn more to make more money, and I believe that there is more money to be made online than offline. Thank you.
Welcome, good to have you here, sir. God bless you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning,
My name is
sir.
Yoga. I'm a student. I'm actually here to learn more and the opportunities to make money. Thank you.
Beautiful, you're welcome. God bless you, sir. For those of us who are here today, we have students back home, and you did not allow them to, for the past 11 months, you allow them to stay in the house. It's not fair. It's not fair. I have a student who actually, during the lockdown, got a job with my company, and he earned 40K every month. Multiply that by 11 months. Does he need to have experience for tuition? Please, does he need to have experience for tuition when school is? And some of us, we have our kids still back at home, haven't learned anything for the past 11 months, just running errands, watching TV, Netflix, and all of that. So please, it shouldn't happen again. Because the corona downtime has taught us that school, academics, has been very translated. But what they learned, and one of the beautiful things about him is that he has gotten a skill. Something just like what he did, he has gotten a skill. And that skill was just in 100 level. The calculations that has made over 400,000. Right? So please, it's not about just academics. Make sure they get a skill so that even if anything happens, they can get a job. And that can even fetch them money, whether they don't work for someone, but all they are doing is online, right from the comfort of your home, and it's fetching them money. Once again, I want you all to celebrate yourself. God bless you for your introduction and for taking our time to come here. Now, without much talk, who is ready for the money-making machine? Money-making machine. I call it money-making machine. When you see, like their stature alone, you shall know them. Not just if you see his stature, then know they are seeing money. If you not see his face, you know this one, what is the whole internet? They are eating the money. Now, I'm not looking for people who will say, oh, after this training, Mr. Mayowa, you know what, I have a financial problem, I have this, I'm not ready. See, there was a time Mr. Mayowa
20 Kokoro. Are they not still there? So to tell you that the beggar's position of financial status never changes. It is only those who give and those who take steps to change their financial situation. Those are the people that their finances change. For him now, why did he change? Not because he was looking for who to help him. He got things that he could do on the internet. And he focused on it. He started with blogging. And today he has diversified. Started with a niche. And he's going to be teaching you practical steps. And guess what? You can't get everything today. Because this training is not from now to 16. You'll be tired. You'll be hungry. Even me, I'll be hungry. I'll be tired. And my staff, they'll just be finishing like, madam, too fast. Because we have a lot of things to do today. I'm going to get to a church. So they'll just grab. What are we going to do? Where we go for this God? But guess what? If you want more, then you need to pay. It's those who pay their way to success that actually are distinct among the crowd. So with a clapping ovation, don't let me
Okay, so the first rule of money is to appreciate the person that offers himself. That's the first thing. So I'm looking at those that do not come. I'm looking at Thank you. My name is Mayo Olabi, and I'm excited to be on this today, and it's going to be a great time. Because anytime I'm privileged to share this, it really makes me happy. And naturally, this is something you will not get for free. And when people put it together for free, some take it for granted. But because you did not take it for granted and you are here, I want you to also cover yourself for granted. So I'll start by sharing how I got started, because if you don't know where I'm coming from, you don't know how I got there. Does that make sense? I started by free. Let us say free. 2013, I just resigned from the bank. I got appointment with Intercontinental Bank, Intercontinental Homes, the subsidiary of the bank. And I got started with them 2018, August 21. I resumed the office. And a week after, 2 days after, I wrote my resignation letter. I was going to resign. So somebody in my office saw it. I said, that you just resumed 2 days ago. I said, no. I said, I want to resign in 5 years' time. But I don't like what I'm seeing now. So one of the reasons that prompted me was the fact that I've never seen a salary earner become wealthy. Right that time. No salary earner has ever entered first term. No. You must own something. So I wrote my resignation letter. I was going to resign in 5 years' time. So while I was resuming to work every single day, my goal was that I was not going to work for how many years? 5 years. Now it became so interesting while I was working in the bank, because I began to see that almost everybody that collects salary in that big complains there is no money. How many of us have been there before? They pay you as even more as 200,000, 500,000. Even the organs will still say there is no money. Then I begin to say, what's really happening there? You get salary, you get even fat salary, and you're still complaining there is no work. Now the rule of, another rule about success is that what you say is what you see. What you say is what you see. So you have the power of controlling. I'll be dropping a lot of nuggets, so if you need to be smart with your writing, fast, because it's not recorded, I teach it. Okay? It is what you say, it is what you want to see. So I got that early in life, and I know that one of the things you can't say in my house is something finished. One of the things you can't say in my house is that there is no money. One of the things you can say around me is that there is nothing. You must say that there is. As a matter of fact, my wife was sharing with me, she went to, we're changing our children's school to a better school. And those people were saying that, they wanted her to confess something that was negative. But the way she was responding positive. And if it is possible, you don't do it now. So they were like, no, you don't say, I don't say, you don't say negative. Right? 4 years into the line, 4 years. One of the things that even approved my resignation was that they didn't promote me in 4 years. So that means I was in one position for how many years? 4 years. So they promoted me 4 years, 7 months when I was about to resign. So my wife was happy that they promoted me because I just got married. Or rather, I was about to marry. I was promoted in April. I got married in July and I resigned in August. So I woke up my wife after our marriage in the middle of the night. Baby, it is time to resign. I thank God for my wife. In absentia, please clap for her so that you know that she's part of the people that I told her that it's time to resign. I said, wherever you go, I go. So she approved my resignation. And that was it. Because sometimes if you don't close the door, another door will be. So I closed that door. And I was at home for 1 year. Ever say 1 year? 1 year. 1 year of thinking. 1 year of no joy. 1 year of real fasting. 1 year of being hungry. With a wife that was pregnant. 1 year. 1 year of thinking deep. 1 year of planning. 1 year of... Come on, how many of us have been there before? You understand what I'm saying? 1 year. Everything in that 1 year was as if I just finished school. During that 1 year, it's as if I should go and collect CV. I should go and drop CV again. So, I was under bridge in and God sent an angel. And that angel was the person that gave me a flyer to attend a free training with Mr. Stephen, Dr. Stephen Akintayo and Dr. Kweba in Protea Hotel. Now, one of the things that caught my attention is why is it free and why is it free? Because I know that Protea is not free. So that means they pay. And they did the training what? Yeah. Mystery. Why will you do free and go and pay? The rule to become successful, another rule. I'm giving you two, right? Another rule is that be a giver. Don't ever make what you have. Don't ever get ready to collect from people without giving them something free. Yes. Some of us here today, you will pay for something. Why? That is the rule of life. You must first what? So some of us today, you just have to take a decision to give something out. Is it that a secret source that you naturally not want to give out? You just give it out. And if you do what? Because it's a rule. Now, I'm going to be a bit spiritual because this is my secret. 90% of success is spiritual. 10% is only physical. So that is why hard work people are not the most successful people. Because they work hard, but they are still poor. So the things you don't see, the things that are more spiritual, are the things that make things work. And one of the mystery of spiritual things is giving. Does that make sense? Yes. So anything I'm teaching you today, if you are totally hardworking, if you do the work, the money can come or the money will come. But there's a type of money that is transgenerational. It only comes when you put the spiritual part. Like giving. So as I'm here today and I'm giving you free, it's not because I want it. It's not because I like it, I could like it or you know something. But the rule is that I must what? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I sat in that training, and before I entered the bank, I had learned website design. So I was doing website designing by the side. And in that training, Dr. Webber said, if you're not making auto, if your website is still less than 100,000, okay, if you are doing website that is 100,000 above, raise up your hand here. So there were only 3 in that hall. Almost, yeah, a lot of people that was into website design. But only 3 people was only making money that is about 100,000. The Dr. Webber said he just did a website, 10 million naira. And he paid the person that designed the website 250,000 naira. My body calmed down. I say wrong. I said there's something to learn. See, if you stay in your shell, you remain poor forever. And in that meeting, I concluded that I was not going to go out of that place without attaching myself to these 2 people. Because when we collect 10 million, and they will still be servicing, he said that company will be paying him 4 million naira every year for maintenance. And he has paid the website designer one-off fee. I say one-off. One-off. So in that meeting, I decided. See, there are 2 steps to become successful. Number 1, the day you start and the day you decide. All of us in this room, only few people have decided. When you start on the goal. When you decide, you are ready to do everything to work. That day was the day I decided I was going to be successful. Don't forget, I started so many things before, right? The day you decide is the last straw. You say to yourself, no more poverty. You will get home, you will not be able to sleep. How many of us have been there before? You will not be able to sleep. That is the sign of the day you decide. So as I dish out the training today, there are 2 soils is going to stand up. It's going to drop on people who will start, and it's going to drop on some people who will do what? Which side will you? I tell you, those who decide in 6 months' time or less, they're not going to be the same. Now, it's rule. Except you decide. So that was the day I decided. And from there, they offered internship. They say we should pay for it. No, they offered training, 1 week training. The same way you offered training here today. So after the free class, I paid for another 1 week training. After the 1 week training, they now offered again that there's internship. I plugged in again inside it, and I sat for 6 months. Let's say 6 months. And in that 6 months, I worked as if I had never worked before. I served in Akintayo as if there was no doubt. Dr. Stephen will mention 2 people that have designed his website successfully. 2 people, and either one or the other. Why? Because I know that there is a Jacob grace. I don't know what remember that story. Once you serve, I say serve. Write this down. There are 3 ways to get something achieved. You either get it through your money, you get it through exchanging of time, which is paid by barter, and the 3rd way is to serve. So you're going to be offered some things today. If you don't have money for it, you are exchanging trade by what? Number 3, you do what? Serve. Because what I'm going to be teaching here is going to be theoretical, it's going to be practical, but you can get to a point of junction of not knowing what to take or not knowing how to work to start. But I know it's going to be a great experience. One more time, my name is Mario, and I'm glad to be here. to be presenting to you guys. Give it up for me. My friend, you come and change it. Yeah, you can change the whole. Okay, so my own, I'm a serial entrepreneur with over 8 years of experience in digital space. All these things will be funny. So why do I have the right to teach you this? Apart from having money, you understand what I'm saying? There are some basic rights. Everybody say rights. Right. Okay, so I'm an alumni of Lagos Business School. It's not cheap. So clap for me, it's not cheap. It's not cheap. Okay. Okay. I'm awarded by several platforms. Some years ago, I was awarded by Cumberland University. I just several. So don't let us talk too much about that area. Okay, let's go a bit deeper. So, what is digital business? Number one, digital business is the use of technology to create value in business model. Okay, customer experience and the internal capacity that supports its core operation. So what it means is that instead of you doing a lot of things manually, you are using technology to work to help yourself. Does that make sense? So, and I want to let you know that there is no business that cannot go online. There is no what? There is no business. Every business can go online. Okay? So, a lot of ways, and why do you have to take through this opportunity? Is because it increases effectiveness and what? Productivity. Okay? It allows you to be able to increase competitiveness. You know, a lot of people, their challenge is that once they start, they're already thinking of competition. Oh, if I start, how will I go? If I start, what will happen? If I start. Now, when you harness the internet properly, it makes a lot of sense, which I'll be showing us. It improves customer satisfaction. Okay? It improves customer satisfaction. Opportunity to innovate. Let us say innovate. Good. And the next one is the reduction of cost. You don't need to rent an office. See, some people will have 2 million. They want to rent office for 1.5 million. They'll pay light, this, that, at the end of the rent will be 300,000. So you now want to use 300,000 to stop 2 million, 1.7 million. It doesn't work that way. Write this kind of capital letter. Start where you are.
Start where you are.
Some people here now, they are challenged. They came here with, how will I raise money? How? No. Now, one of the things you also need to understand is that money is not paper. Money is value. I'll share with one of my proteges here. I'll share with him something. I said, anytime I need money, the question is mine or what value can I want? So don't say I don't have money. You have money. But the challenge is that you've not you've not identified the value that you will use to exchange for the what? For the money. So everything I'm going to share with you today are values that you can grow. Does that make sense? And you can now use it to exchange for what? For money. Now, some of us in here now, some of us already even have value. The challenge is that we don't know how to collect the money. Can I help you? Yes. Write it down. Learn to sell. The difference between entrepreneur and somebody sitting in the office is called selling. Sell as if that is what your bread lies on. Everybody say sell.
Sell.
Everybody say sell.
Sell.
If you wake up in the morning, ask yourself, what can I sell in today? Don't always ask yourself that I need money. No. See, be realistic. Stop talking about the end product. Talk about the beginning. The end product of what you want to get is what? Money. But what will bring the money starts from where? Courage. What am I selling today? I'm having a training, one of my trainings this week, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I planned the training since last week. What am I selling? When you go to bed tomorrow, what am I going to want? See, until you start telling yourself, if I don't sell, I won't see. You won't become wealthy. You will go to bed. For what? And you don't make, maybe another thing that I see a lot of people, they say they want to become 1 million, they want to become billionaire. I mean, stop thinking about those areas. Can you try to become 1,000 first? See, what I'm sharing with you here now is so much important that you're going to be adding it to what you're going to be learning. Because if you learn how to all the ways to make money online and you are not giving it out to people to pay, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Now, there was a time my website was 30,000 naira. There was a time my website design was 50,000 naira. There was a time my website designing was 300,000. Now you can't come to my office if your project is not minimum 850 to 2 million. Minimum. I won't have time. But when my website projects, my company, when we started, our website was 70,000 naira. A man came to my office and said, in other big where it's coming from, he saw people flyer on the wall that you can do website for 25,000 naira. I said, Daddy, that branch there. So as you start now, don't take your project, don't take that shoe, don't turn it to 2,000 naira. Now, all you need to do is to make sure you are making profit. See, as you're going to be learning some hands-on project, don't start where you are. Everyone say start now.
Start now.
Start where you are now. That thing that I have is not the most I sell it for 20,000. Can I sell it less and I still make profit? What it does is that it allows you to start where you are and you can do what? Grow. So I see people start business and they want to start from. No. Start where you are. Start with 10,000 naira. Start by making 10,000 naira in 10 places. How much is that?
100.
One of my mentors, his name is Steve Harvey. He said for you to become a millionaire, everything starts from $1. So when he broke down the rule of $1, let's go a bit busy. Let's say you want to become a millionaire in Naira. So let's change the currency to Naira right now. And you have 1 Naira. And your value you have to sell is how much? 1 Naira. He said for you to make 1 Naira, you only need to move by 10. Everybody say 10. So all I need is, let's say all of us in this room we are 50. All I need to do is to start for 10. I need to look for 10 people that can buy that thing for 1 Naira. How much do I have now? I'll make sure these people that gave me 10 Naira, they are happy. Don't look for number 11, the number 10. If the 10 people are not happy. The rule of 1 Naira. He explained as the rule of $1. So I'm using 10 as well and look at policy, right? So any level you are, go with that projection. Now, once you are done with the 10, go to another one, 10. But go on the pace of 10 Naira. So let's say what I'm rendering here is training. And my training for all of you here is 1 Naira. What I've done is that I've been able to leave the position of 1 Naira. Once I am done with all of you in 1 Naira, you are giving me how much now? 10 Naira. I'll get your feedback, sir. I'll get your feedback. I'll tell you them. Write that down in capital letter. Don't ever do business without feedback. All those things are control too. You still continue from the web as it comes. That's what I'm giving you. Don't ever do a training. Don't ever service anybody. Don't ever sell anything without giving a what? a feedback. After this training, I will give feedback. You need to package it together. And the next training will give out. Does that make sense? 10. I'll collect your feedback. I'll call the next one 10 naira. I'll give you the next 10. The next 10 will give me how much now? 100 naira. So we see, stop eyeing becoming a millionaire. They are not yet 100,000 naira. Because I see people say, I want to, it won't take me time to dissect that. I have about 20 ways to make money here. But if I give you all those things, you can still live there and don't know what to do. Because some people's here challenge is that they don't want to start small. Their goal is big, big, big. And it's not their fault. It's not nobody has been able to sit them down to tell them. There's nothing I don't start small. One of my cash flow is forex trading. When I do my first training, I did as low as 10,000 naira, 20,000 naira. Now, right now, you want to do private session with me, you don't pay $1,500. I'm not available. But there was a time, sir. If you offer me $100, you people, I won't even take so many. You alone do what else. Which was a time? No, it's a time.
Time.
And I'm done with 10. It goes. I went to 100, right? 100 for the next 10 gives me what? 1,000. The 1,000 gives me what? 100,000. Have you noticed that mystery? No, guys, you are not here. Yeah. I only need $1 naira in 10 places, 10 times. I'm a millionaire. The same thing over and over again. For how many times? So by the time I do first level, $10, let's go dollars. Well, I'm used to it. It's like, that is not stealing at all. It's not my fault. So, from $10, $100, right? From $100, $1,000. From $1,000 to where? $10,000. From $10,000 to where?
$100,000.
From $100,000 to where? That is how to become successful. Don't jump up. Calm down. Tap your leg or say calm down.
Calm down.
So ask yourself today, what can you sell that can go for 1,000 naira? My wife started her training, one of her training for 1,000 naira. She had about 32 people. That is how much. The next training she's having, she's doing for 10,000 naira. See, it's what, I will teach you what I don't do. 1,000 naira, how many people gather? The next gathering now is 10,000 naira. If, let's say, maybe they became busy and 10 people were only able to come. How much has she salary?
100,000.
100,000. She only need to repeat it again one more time. She's a what? Not that she's my wife is already a millionaire, but that line of business, there's a line of business. Because some people here now, you should have 10 lines of business, but you are challenged with one. You don't even know how to scale up that one. Does that make sense? So can I get busy with this slide?
Yes, sir.
Are you learning?
Yes.
If you're learning, clap, let me know that you are learning. Okay, so reduction. So the first business idea or online business idea you can start with is selling information products. This one makes sense. No matter who you are, this is the first place you start from. What do you see here? The first one. No.
Sell.
No. The first one. Sell. I say sell.
Sell.
Do you know why pastors are one of the richest people in the world? The value they have, they sell Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. They do counseling on Monday. On Monday they relax. What are you saying? No, today I'm selling word of God. What do you do? What are you selling? How aggressive. You see some senior pastors, the way they preach on Monday, on Sunday. Say hello. Shout it and say hello. Hello. Number one, information product. So, how to begin information products? Are you an expert in any field? There is no field you cannot sell something. No field. Give me an industry you have. Which industry? Sir? Digital marketing. Furniture. Don't touch it. Give me Organics, okay. Fashion. Thank you. Now, so let's take a case study. I don't use digital marketing because we're already here in digital marketing. So I'll just use furniture, fashion, organics. So number one, the first thing you need to do here, as you live here, create an ebook on what? Furniture. Create a what? Which is your writing model. Create it. So let's say organics. An average human being wants to eat healthy. Yes or no, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
But they don't know. See, stop talking from the view. Stop answering questions for people. Talk from their view. Have you seen people trying to sell and they say the person does not need it? Have you ever seen your... No. This won't happen every time now. You will have something to sell. You look somebody, it doesn't need it. Stop answering for people. Oh, that person does not need it. It's not mine. Hey, who says so? Every human being needs furniture. I'm helping somebody here right now. Because you are thinking, you see this person, you are thinking, this person does not. Never think for people in this business. Even in your natural business. I've seen people who do shopkeeper and they spend more money than people that. So one of the models that you can run to sell information product, write something about it. Let me help you and break it down. Write two. One should be free. The other one should be paid. Does that make sense? So how do you write? I don't know how to write. Go to Google. I say Google. Look for writers. Pay them 2,000 naira, 10,000 naira. You see, everyone that anything you need in life, if you see somebody that is selling it 100,000, especially when it is a service, there is somebody who can do the same thing for what? For free, or for 2,000, or cheaper. When it comes to service. Does that make sense? So it's not a must. This my team mentality is not done online. One of my books is called EduSell. I sell that book for 5,000 naira. I didn't write 20% of that book. It's not my personal writing. I got somebody who is good at writing. I sat him down. I poured out my experience. Does that make sense? Yeah. To the person. He understood my person and he wrote. And after, if you know how these wealthy people write books, some is only poor people. And they collect it back and take ownership. Ever say ownership? Ownership means that when the person finishes the discovering or writing or all those things, you will sit down and remove all this research and put your own experience. How you started Naira. Come on guys, I'm not making sense here. Now, start selling it. Somebody wants to know the kind of furniture you will put in the house. Some people don't know color blend. If you come to my house that time in Fagba, my chair is yellow. My chair is brown. My wall is light green and so you now come to my house now, you see brown, deep brown, light brown, chair deep brown, light brown, table deep brown, light brown. You know, I love. Some time ago, I did not know. It's when I begin to enter levels, I say levels, and I begin to understand all those things. But some people still don't know. And the people that don't know are what are people that know. But you are in your office, you are thinking, let me just be hammering chair and putting nail. You are in your office, you are already thinking, let me be sewing. Some people don't know how to combine color. That's their problem. They want to go out like this, they'll put pink on yellow. They say it's fashion. No, some people don't know. When you say it's fashion, it's not fashion. That person does not know. I can guarantee you that if you launch any of your information selling, you will make a lot of money. I'm not telling you, I could guarantee, but guarantee. Because education don't die. Schools, can schools go, except they do mismanagement, have you? Yeah. So schools does not go down. You see that you go for high school, my children's school fees 700,000 now. But some time ago, school fees where I was paying is 25,000. Does that make sense? So you know that you live your life part time, have you? The same way education is. So people will do a service for education product for school fees, another person. So at each level, so if you start and you sell the book for 500 naira, people will what? You sell it for 100 naira, people will see what? It is a line. Let me say line. It is a line of business. Does that make sense? So the entire self-education industry online is booming to the tune of 100 of what? Every year. Your own is not there. And your own is there. You are the one not picking it. Organic, don't let me go that area because you cannot sell it finish. You cannot sell it finish. So before you cheat hard, to eat well, to get hard, good hard. Before you eat well, to get, you know how this body skin, there is a part of food you need to get good skin. So don't let me go. But do you guys understand what I'm saying? Yeah. No matter your industry, look for an information to what? To sell information. Just sit down and gather. See, Bishop Oyedepo will say that he has never touched the books he wrote since 1986. That industry alone, this bishop, billions in a year. And he says he's not touching it. Because Bishop has so many lines of what? So you might not be able to raise billion, and you start, let's even be making 100,000 a year. Let's be making 1 million naira a year as that line of what? Business. If you divide 1 million by 12, that's about 90,000 every month. Yes or no? Yes. Good business or bad business? 90,000. I mean, if you clear some things, have you? Can I go further? Yes, sir. Good. So people are learning how to play guitar. Even how to play guitar, so people want to learn it. Just write something. Does that make sense? Yes. How to garden, how to knit, how to drive, how to anything people are doing. Number 2, sell digital marketing services. Okay? Number 2. Oh, I'm into graphics. And see, it can be anything. Do you understand what it means by service? Service means that digital service means something you can render online without the person seeing you, and you can get the service done. So it is even outside what I've listed. But let's start with this, okay? Services can be local businesses option that can allow you to advertise to a number of people. Okay, we have graphics, we have website, we have content creation, SEO, book writing, several. But the catchy is that it's a service that you can render online. Now, one of the services, another service you can render online. So let me go to this. because I can't finish this talk. Yeah. Don't punish poverty. Amen. Number 3, blogging. Everybody stand up. Sit down. Stand up. Sit down. Stand up as if you want it to into your account. If you are in this room and you don't have a blog, you are not doing well. Can I help you?
Yes, sir.
Blogging allows you to sell to people without talking to them. What do you do? Medical supply. So imagine you have a blog, sir, and you are mentioning all the items you sell on that blog. And don't forget, you are not the writer of anything. See, listen to me, when you go digital, your best partner is Google. Your best partner is Google. Do a research on all your instruments. Buy a domain. If you might not come to my company, I don't know the legal company amount of website, but get a blog designer. Are you with me? And educate people on all medical tools that you can sell and make it be online. I've made money without meeting people just because they read what I wrote and they made payment. And the money hits my account. This is called making money while what? Sleeping. It would be funny to see to write how furniture works. You think it's funny. You think, now fashion, how to blend cloth, how to this, how to sew cloth, the best machine, type of machine, hand machine, head machine, if there's any other leg machine. List everything on your blog. Color blend. List those things on your Kaftan, African, the cloth to wear in summer, the cloth to wear in winter, in sleep, in hot, in cold. Everything. And at the end of your write-up, put your company name and put your profile, put your phone number. If you have any questions, sit down. I have made especially when you call me and I see that your number is not a Nigerian number. The way you talk to you is to pay data. And if you are to pay naira, immediately I change it to dollar equivalent and I begin to talk to you in that language. And when the person just go home, man you will have it. You now mention the question and it's now brought my information out. Blogging is not a get. All these things I'm talking to you guys is not a quick thing. So there's work. You must take ownership and to work. Does that make sense? But this one pay you forever. Because you do the work. How many times? See, in both of us in this room, let me open our mind. They are always bothered about the work we do every day. Can you talk about the work that we do once and they will pay you for forever? That's the kind of work you do. That's the kind of work that gives you more money. But you are always engrossed with resuming in the office or that making chair, hitting hammer. You know that you get to a level that you will not be able to hit hammer again in age.
Yes.
Are you looking at? You enter 50, you enter 60, you want to have it, but there are some. What do you call that word? Something that will pay you for the rest of your life. You think that's residual. It's a residual model. Residual. You do it once, they keep paying you forever. Are we learning? Imagine with me. How to start blogging? Select your niche. Choose the blog.
platform, you must have a niche, obviously. What you are doing, have you? All of us in this room, we have something we are doing, something we like to do, but start writing about it online. Somebody who just wants to do it. Now, let me also tell you another advantage about blogging. It allows you to become an authority. Write this down. There's what is called perceived value and actual value. It gives you consistent cash flow. CC. How do I say passive value? Passive value. Give me one person in your industry that you used to read about. Sir? Coscaros. Okay, there are two medical. Oh, this is so imagine. Have you met the owner of Coscaros before? Once. Good. But before you met him, you read about him. That time, that man, before you met him, what you have been seeing is what? You've read about him. You've seen his shop. You've seen his center. You've seen all those things are what? The day you met him, or the day you do business with the person, is called what? You've listened to my training before on Facebook. Let me see your answer. You have learned from me before. Let me see your answer. Before. But you are just seeing it today for the first time. Before is my what? Now, as I'm teaching you now, is my what? Now, when my passive value and my actual value are the same, money will keep what? But the passive value of a lot of people is zero. Sorry, some people is 0 here, is 100 here. Some people is 100 here, is 0 here. Try and make sure it is 50 and what? 50. When your passive value is good, you see YouTube adverts. The person talks about his cooking, that the cooking is sweet. The way the smoke is coming out, you like the food. When the person now give you the food, you now taste it. Oh. So what is good?
Perceived.
What is bad?
Actual.
Furniture, I say send me sample. You send me picture that is here. I said this is, oh, I can't wait to sit on this chair in my house. Then you have to supply. It's what are not positive. So what did I do? You gave me what? But actually is what? 0. Another people that form my hand, these people that used to printable, they are now big now. Online, they do advert everywhere. They created passive. The day I enter their office is a cubicle. So that they don't want people to come to them, but they are now big now. They've done well. So what it means is that you can allow your passive value to be so much strong that the day the person will need to see. And I fail. So when it comes to blogging, it comes to anything online business, what you are selling more. Come back again, I'll try to. Okay, good. Even if what you are selling more is your what? But don't also disappoint them when you are what? When you are delivering. So imagine somebody has paid you, you have started telling people that you are into medicals, you educated them, the power of weight, taking weight. I mean, one of the things you said is weight. Now, you spoke well on it online, in your blog. The day the person now paid, you should bring the weight. You now realize that the weight is not a good one. Actual. Very key. Can I go further? Yes. ways to monetize blogging. There's a lot to do, so I need to go. The next one is affiliate market. Let's say affiliate. One of my income is affiliate market. I do that. I mean, last year alone I did over $120,000. One of my affiliates. $120,000. It's not a bad money, right? Yeah. Good money. Good money. See, a lot of people don't like this part. And because anything marketing, they say that, see, those who become wealthy, they are sellers. Amazon, what's he doing? Elon Musk, what is he doing? Why you don't want to sell? Why you don't want to sell? How does affiliate marketing work? Look for something that you love and talk about it. And the more you talk about it, they come for you. This one does not need capital. It does not need capital. So you talk to people about your product. You talk to people about what Postcard render as service. Right? And you tell Postcard that anytime anybody comes and mention your brand name, they should note it down because you collect 50%. Or you go and settle with them out. You understand? Give me a top fashion person in Nigeria. Mama, go try that. Give me a furniture person, live made, bed mate. What's your own company name? Emmy's Furniture. Why not cool mates? Not that cool mates.
Actually, I have
business one.
I have very shows, but I haven't given much of promotion like
anything. Just like food, mates. Oh God. People that are making money are putting mates. Is that not it? Life mates, bed mates. Yeah. Mates, okay? So what does that tell us? It tells us that all you need to do, you don't need to be the original producer. Work with me and say my name is so this. What's your name, sir? Emmanuel Dollar. We just say Emmanuel Mates. And from Emmanuel Mates, I also do furnitures, but respecting you people, your delivery. I talk about you whenever I'm in training and this and that. Oh, thank you so much. I'm going to strike a deal with you. Talk with their head of marketing or their CEO or you can talk to them. I can bring you traffic of 1 million naira every single month. A deal of 1 million naira. How much can you give me? I can give you 5%. No, I want to get. If I give you 2 million, can you give me 10%? Okay, you can give us 3 million, we'll give you 10%. Okay, that's a deal. I'll go and look for 3 million business and you give me 10%. 10% without you carrying hammer. Without you, how much is that? It's called a fee. You need capital. It's just your name. My name. That's why I say don't go far. Even if the company is not registered. What's your name, man? Remy Mates. Good morning, my name is Remy. Guess where though? I'm going there with your complimentary card. Even if there's no address, put your phone number. My name is Remy Mates, and all I do that I help people get the right money. And it's funny. See, in every business, it's not important you are the owner. After it. It's your neighbor, say wake up. Wake up. A lot of areas, you can talk about fitting weight, loss, X, dating, pet, self-improvement, everything. Any area, I say any. Organic man.
Yes, sir.
They are selling all these fruits now. One of the ones that used to catch me is that buffet. From I say that there is different type of yogurt. That there is one called Greek yogurt. That's Can you go to where they have products and services that you don't need to use money to buy? Just tell them my name is this person. I'm an expert in you are an expert in this space and I can help you drive this. Those people that are doing buffet, is it so fun? What's their name? They used to put one name on their so fresh, I mean. You know, they are partnered with the place. So you go to the place and you see that is called what? The place is just telling them. Anybody that comes to the place will see their product. The company still goes to who? So fresh, but there is a cut. Because So Fresh is not paying for wherever the place is. So imagine all the place in Lagos. There's Lekki, there's Western, there's Ajah, there's almost everywhere. Imagine if So Fresh is opening center in those places. It will not be expensive. But now they are affiliating. This one you can start without capital. As a matter of fact, start today. Everything today. Today. Ways to make money through Apple. Pick a product, promote online. And another way is that talk about it. See, stand up. When you see this, that's why I tell you to stand up. Stand up, everybody. You have Facebook, and you are not doing Facebook Live about your product. God is watching your 70. I know you are doing your brain. The day you go to church and they take picture, that's the day you put up. Is your Facebook Live about picture? How many of us want to be in the next 30 days, want to earn 1 million extra? Let's see answer. Can I tell you one thing? Can you do what I tell you to do? Two things. Number one, every day, go on Facebook Live and talk about it. And whenever you are doing it, under it, tag me, tag Jinido. My audience, I give you my audience free. As you tag me, my audience will see. And once I see that it's your video of the people in this class, I don't share people's content, I will share for you. I have even 5,000, I'll finish up my book now. That's how my event is online. I will tag, I will share for you. And I won't collect money. So it's not that I will share with you. That 1 million. And the day you sell it, and you have made the 1 million in 30 days, just start me on, sir, I have made my 1 million. That's just what I want to hear. Does that make sense? Yes, sir. Give it up for us now. That we are not doing it. Please have your seat. Number 2 things. Talk to 10 people in a day on what that you want to sell. How many people? When I understood the power of 10, it broke everything. So for the next 30 days, how many people are you going to be talking to? 10. No. See, if you do these 2 things and you don't meet your 1 million, just start now and say, Mr. Mayowa, I did not meet the 1 million. And I will give you half of the 10% of the money. You show me. You will show me the 10 people you've been calling for the past 30 days. You also show me your Facebook Live for the past 30 days. If you don't make 1 million or more, I will give you 100,000. And I will give you free. And I also posted that I credited you online. So that, you know, this thing is on my platform. Because sometimes, a lot of people, they don't do. Those who make money, they do. Number 5, YouTube channel. Okay? This is another cash flow. Every month, credit me. You know how many people need organic on YouTube? And what does it take to launch? If you know what your phone can do, my phone records. It's as if it's camera, original, as a big camera that do it. That is an average phone here. What industry are you in? Yes, ma'am. Real estate. I don't have YouTube channel to tell people why they will not, how they will not buy land, water in land that the land water. And for them to not select the wrong land, they should call you. See, it is called 360 market, right there. 360 market. You do the video, you send on WhatsApp, you send on Facebook, you send on every platform that you know. YouTube channel, apart from advertising that product, YouTube, once you get more than 4,000 views, the YouTube will start paying you. Bros, can I be sincere with you? You can be doing minimum between me and you. I can run deals with you if you are ready. We can do an average of $10,000 in the next 6 months. Okay, let's say in 1 year. That's about $5 million. Good business or bad business? You pay 2.5 million, I'll pay 2.5 million. Medical. And this can be paying us forever. All you need to do is to create a channel. Now I will tell you how to form, how to create followership. Because your industry, Google it. There's no time. If you go on Google now, there is no Nigeria that is doing what me and you want to start doing now. No Nigeria. Organic, no Nigeria. See, one of my talking drummer was with me last year. I told them to go and open YouTube channel. They did. Last year, when we Googled, the only person that was doing talking drummer class or talking drummer training is in UK. The main guy that people know in their clique uploaded video 8 years ago. Last year, if you don't do anything about the YouTube channel, me, I've been making money on YouTube. This year again, we now did another meeting. Because every year I do meeting with the Portuguese in that industry that I am. This year again, we now did another meeting. You know that there is still nobody that has done anything. And I said, bro, what are you doing? Only to go to church and be praying God, they give you 5,000 naira. Which day? What will 5,000 naira or 10,000 naira do? When you can select, you can do free videos on YouTube, and somebody that wants to learn will naturally come to you and what? Learn without you paying for adverts. Somebody that will naturally come and watch, and as he's watching, YouTube is giving you money for watching. And you will do it once. See, tap your neighbor, say, do it once, pay forever. Do it once, pay forever. Or do it once, collect money forever. When you start thinking that way, I can guarantee you are ready to become what you want to become. Does that make sense? YouTube, there's just a lot. God will help you. E-commerce, let us say e-commerce. E-commerce. That's the Amazon here. Bisi. Start an e-commerce, pick a niche. She will mentor you when you get those products free. Not free. Yes. And sell online. See, no matter the industry you are, there's a product model that you need to work on. Product model means that what can I be selling apart from service that I'm rendering? So, to show you platform where you can get those items cheap, and you can bring it in. I have seen items that are less than $5, $10 online, and here in Nigeria, people are selling it. When we have missing on sellers. The next one is drop shipping. Now I like this part because it's an extraction from Excel, from e-commerce, and what this naturally does do is that it allows people to be able to sell without being there. Okay? So what does that mean? You buy from A and he is the one that wants to sell. But you are the middleman. But being a middleman, it's only this person that knows you. No, the two of them know you. But what you're actually doing is that this person will pay. This person will pay to me. Me, I will buy. Then I will send the address of this person to this person. If this person says she's not buying again, this person will still collect it back. Free money. This one, you don't need money to start. Just go online. Look for somebody that is selling. And go online and look for people that are ready to what? Buy. Let me show you what those of these e-commerce people do. One of the models, Junior, started with when they wake up, and a lot of them. They started bringing in products from abroad that they have stock to put. So that because they are big, they have stock. But dropshipping, you don't need to keep, you don't need warehouse. You don't need to collect the product. Just give the address. These people will send there. This person will come out to you, say thank you, I will see my product. You say thank you, good doing business. So I mentioned pick a niche. You can promote through stores, WhatsApp, email, and the rest. Automated selling. You need to find a way to create a funnel. Write that down. Create funnel. Funnel is an automated way of selling without you being involved. The person sees the item or sees the service, he pays with his card, the money hits your own local account, and he gets what he has paid for. That's automated selling. Okay? It's called sales funnel. Okay? Very, very important. You can make a lot of money through it. My time is really up. The next one is financial market. Okay? So, financial market brought it to the marketplace where you trade securities, forex, stocks, digital currency, and the rest. Okay? So number 9, I said forex trading. Forex trading is a good way to make money online. Just that a lot of people, they come there with quick money mentality. I tell people, give yourself 6 months, 8 months, 1 year. There's nothing called quick money. It's just good money. There's not like what? Quick money. So I've seen students, I have $2,000. How can I go to $10,000 in 1 month? And I look at it like this. No human being can do that. So people talk about doing 50% in a month or 20% in a month. And that's why they fall victim of scams, There's one positive, they can give 100% in one day. I said, you know what, one day, you say yes, say 24 hours, next tomorrow. I look at my phone, I look at the number, I said, and some people will send the money. Yes. Somebody trying to say, see, I send money. I said, I make lady, see, I'm losing. See, in the forex space, sincerely, what I did last year in the forex market is amazing. What I tell people to do is that you need to learn it. The same way with furniture. How many years did it take you to learn furniture?
Just like 5 months.
5 months.
I'm not in charge of.
In that area. Oh, it's not catching. How long did you to sew? Learn to sew.
Learn to sew. I'm able to learn. I did it for like close to a year.
Good. How long does it take to become a doctor? No. Just that question. 7 years. So why do you want to become forex trader in 1 month or in 1 day? I tell people 6 months. I see students that do well in 3 months, but those ones are special breed. 6 months to be independent. There's money there. There's money. There is money. Money there. How to start forex? You need a phone. You can demonstrate your account. All of that. This one is the main one I was well on. Number 1, everything that we're talking about, you need to get a mentor. Okay? When it comes to forex, you need to find the what? Mentor. Number 2 is what? Good. Number 3 is what? Then do what? Demonstrate it. And start trading on your life. And it's not hard. The same way it's good.
Stand up, everybody. Sit down. Stand up as if you just transfer 1 million to me. In my 5, was it a 5? In my 5 cardinal points, 5 wealth cardinal points for 2021. One of them is crypto. There are 2 ways to trade: short-term trading and long-term trading. If you don't have time, don't do long short-term. Do long term. Let me tell you, stop saving your money in Naira. On Monday, go and open the salary account. Open dollar, open pound. Hi, put your left hand on your chest, say idea.
Idea.
Put your left hand on your chest, mention your name, say idea. If you put 1 million naira in your account, in the next 1 year, it will be less than 22% of the amount in value. So if I want to buy a car today, and they say the car is 1 million, in the next 6 months to 1 year, if I want to buy that same car, they say it's still 1 million. That my value, when I withdraw that 1 million the next 6 months to 1 year, and I want to buy that same car, the car would have gone to 1.2 million. I will not be able to buy that same car again. So what does that mean? You don't want to save your money in Naira. Does that make sense? Any money you don't need, you don't need in 1 month time, you don't need in 2 months time. Don't put it in one. Go to a bookie, buy dollar, buy pounds, put it as deposit in your account. Let it be there. Let me blow your mind. 2019 December, dollar was 370. 2020 December, dollar is 475. Without carrying work, sir, you have made $100. And the 100 naira on all the money. It's only for one you say idea. Have your seat. I need to round up here. Okay, what you will do, so I still have 30 minutes here in the class. No, less than 30 minutes in class. Change to my Facebook live, change to my Instagram, so that the people that are meant to be, once it is 12, change to Instagram live, so that they can hear it. And I'll just round up and down. And then once it is 12. Okay, so crypto, in March 12, it was, Bitcoin was $4,000. And I posted it on my mentorship group that you should go and buy it in 4,000. That was going to do $23,000 in 5 years. That was my project, which is not bad. That's about 400%. Yes or no? Bitcoin did $41,000 in 8 months. That is over 1,000% in 8 months. What it means is that start saving your money what? But I told you, don't say, Mr. Baba, I told you the clause. If the money you don't need, you need immediately. So not that like your rent is in 8 months' time or 6 months' time. You come and put here. Create a culture of saving again. Does that make sense? 3 years ago, one of our church members bought 120,000 naira worth of Bitcoin. He said he lost $80,000 naira out of it to something he did. So he only left 40,000 naira worth of in the wallet. By the time he checked in December, 40,000 naira has grown to about $1,880. That's about 800,000 naira in 3 years. Say, Mr. Baba, I want to sell. I say, sir, the rate you bought it that time, you can never buy it again. So what do? You
Let's say leave it. He said, do you have son and daughter? I say, he has one. He's expecting the second one. Bring it down. Bring it down. Go ahead. 1 minute. So sorry that I don't want to either end the session here or double up. I'm trying to double up. Am I permitted? If I was end here, and Madam Stubila said I did not finish that. So that we want to pay attention. Okay. I have a show for Hello, small blue.
Well, I'm working out of the program.
Good, so let's go again. So, do you understand now? So, sir, ma'am, you build a saving culture. And you don't need 100,000 naira, you don't need 200,000 naira. If you have 1,000 that you don't need, are you save it? See, to become wealthy, the major rule, do more investment, spend your return on investment. Write that down. Do more what? Investment. And save and spend your what? Spend more on your return on what?
Investment.
So I said ways to do long term. A lot of time people want this one because they want to make money every week. But I tell them focus on what? Long what? Long term. Long term is better. Okay? Your daughter, your son. As a matter of fact, you have children here, let me see your answer. You have children here, let me see your answer. You know what the best decision is to do for those children? Go and open a Bitcoin wallet for them. Go and open a Bitcoin wallet for them. Be saving 1,000 naira into it minimum every 2 weeks or every month. By the time they are 20 years, to the age they are here, just give it to them as their will. You will feel like marrying. So you know 20 years is not far. But it's you think it's far. Just be saving 10,000 naira and be disciplined for 5,000 naira into their account as savings. And then don't touch it for 20 years. Don't touch it for 10 years. So, when they see one inside, I know some women. No, it's not your own, it's my win. It's our I want to be quick and borrow it. All those kind of things. So you can be disciplined, you can keep it. Now, number 11 is coaching and consulting. I've made money here. And there's no industry you cannot coach. There's no industry you cannot consult on. There's money here. People buy us and pay for professional advices. Why? Because often the fastest way to succeed at something that you want to excel at, that is it. When I wanted to become successful in digital marketing, 5 years ago, I was in Mr. Steven, consulting, coaching. He coached me. Coach me. And because I was not able to afford this price, I told you what's the 3 ways to get someone to become
You can pay.
Yes,
you can pay for the service. You can trade by contact or the number you get. See, it's a script. It's a script in life. Once you don't have money to pay, ask the person, sir, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. And I give this to you. If the person needs it, he will tell you, okay, bring it. I will also do what you want to do. One of my guys who plays in the football space, he needed an influencer to do something for him. And the person charged him 3 million. just about 4 years ago. And said, okay, if I'll give you 3 million, I will give you what I do, which is tax coin. Tax coin, he gave me, he said I was going to give the guy. And now, tax coin is 34 naira. 3 to 4 years after. 3 million naira, 34 naira. If you times it by 3 million, how much is that? About 9 million, I think. Am I right? More than that, I think. That's about 90 million naira. I think that's 90 million because you add 110 more. Yeah, that's about over 90 million. 102 million. 102 million. Hey. So the lady did not do the job because the guy did not give him 3 million cash. 3 years ago, the lady has finished spending 3 million. But now the investment, if he wants to come back to naira, is 102 million in 3 years. So sometimes it's not about giving.
Instant gratification.
Yes, ma'am, that's the word. So, yeah. So coaching, there's a lot of money in coaching. You can coach people, people will pay. Okay, here are some of the tips that will help you filling the pressing knowledge need. So when there's there are people needing it. Throughout last year, before December, I was not doing private sector. But the pressure was so much, and in December, I started my private session in one of my cash flow. I paid 1,500. Don't have it, I'm not available. If you have it, you are my friend. And imagine a person now say, I don't worry, I'll give you something that once I go back and I wait till I don't want to come back to me. So I don't want that 3 million matter to happen to me. Are we learning? And understand this growth process for online consultation. Can you guys see healthcare? So this can be straight. Can you see that? Every year, it is about 7%, 7.1% that this can give you. If you are doing consulting, education, 4.8%, management, marketing, business, personal coaching. So imagine your profit moves by this every month. See, I will stop sleeping. Say it well.
I will stop sleeping.
You can also do membership. Membership, a lot of Nigerians don't like membership. So, but if you're outside Nigeria, you can do it. Even in Nigeria, you can still do it. There are still people that do membership. I'm already working on one. That I want something that is continuous. Where is it continuous? Continuous. You can do membership. Alright, you can do freelancing. There is a freelancing. Freelancing is a form of you, instead of you becoming the staff of a company, you can start a whole industry in that space and be a freelancer. For example, if your job is customer care, does that make sense now? You can become online customer care for 10 companies. You be a virtual assistant for them. So instead of being a staff of one company, you can become a freelancer and attend to more companies. As a matter of fact, now that's what I bring for a lot of my staff. Because all this don't resume today, don't resume tomorrow. No, stay in your house. If you keep delivering my service, I'll be paying you. If you don't deliver my service, so the wise one, they enjoy it, but the foolish one was giving me attitude in December, I have to sack him. Before when you resume every day, you will deliver your job before you go home. Now, you are in your house, you are not delivering. It's not a good one. And it's when you are in your house, that is when you will be able to work. Because now you are not transporting a bit. So how to become a successful freelancer? What is number one?
Contact.
A lot of people don't want to contact. Money is in the people you reach out to. Stop living in I think they will, I think, all those I think. Get yourself a what? Very important. So take an action plan. Get yourself a mentor. All of these I'm mentioning, you need a mentor for it. Other ways, start a podcast, create an app, email marketing. Email marketing is deep. You can generate email lists for different brands and you'll be selling it out. I have some top guys that have 15,000 lists, 200,000 lists on organic. So all I need to do, if I create that kind of list, I'll do for those who sell products that are organic, and I'll tell them, I'll help you send to 100,000 people on my email list on organic. And she will pay. I'll even strike deal with that. If they sell through me, or if they buy through me, you give it percentage. So you can create an industry in that. Because data is money. In December, the new company launched in Lekki, and they wanted to buy database of Lagos from my hand. Data that I have since how many years? They still pay about 100,000 naira. Cool money. Cool money. So data is money. The way you buy data, you use. That's why some people used to sell the same data, not MTN data, but information. People's email, people, they sell it. And companies buy it extensively. And they only bought one local government. I know by the time the work deliver now, they will come back from one local government. And we have how many local governments in Lagos? More than 20. 15? 50. So imagine God touched their heart for my sake. I should have done the mathematics that I even sold the 100,000 to God completely. It have made them come back for the rest. It didn't come to my mind. Look at what we did. Life is I just paid God the 100,000. Say, God, they bought one local government. Now let them come back for the 50. So, and that's how you can run things with data. Data is key, guys. Okay? Another one is rent your home on Airbnb. Your house is not standard. This is for real estate people. And real estate people are not going up. All of them are going to Ajah, this thing. Let me see, the real estate person, let me see that stuff. Stand up, two of you. You are real estate. Stand up, two of you now. Let me treat you, let me help you. Hope you'll be grateful. You'll be grateful.
Yes.
You are not. No.
I'll be very grateful.
You are talking, you are not talking. You'll be grateful. Can I talk?
Yes.
Say talk.
Talk.
Starting from tomorrow, go to cozy areas where they just finish building the houses, or they are looking for people to rent the house. What one of my mentors did is that he got 3 houses, negotiated. So let's say the house is 1 million or 2 million, 2.5 million for renting. He strike deal with the bank and paid the landlord an upfront of 6 months. So 6 months will be about 1.2 abi. They paid the landlord. He now took the house and took it to Airbnb. Airbnb, if you don't want to do Airbnb, you can start your own. It's called short let. People will come and sleep in that house. So far the furniture is there, the bed is there, everything is there. They will rent that house as much as 100,000 naira, 50,000 naira to sleep. Some people don't want to tell. I have a guy who's into film production. They rent flats for 1 month as high as 2 million. What they will not rent for 1 year. How many months? Because what's there? There's bed, there's kitchen, there's it, and they rent the whole place for 1 month. So what will you now do? As you make that profit, pay the landlord more money. See, one of the things the landlord will be happy that there will be less weight in the house, there will be less activity. Because some people will only rent for 2 nights. Another 1 week can be full, but you must be ready to sell. Everything on this land You must sell. You cannot make money without selling. So if you get in place and you're not doing advert, nobody will come. Now let me share the secret about this model. Is that anybody that sleeps there that likes the place, you will never go any other place.
Yes.
In Abuja, there's only one hotel or two hotels that I sleep. No matter how much they call the other hotel, even if it is 1,000 naira, I will not sleep there. Why? Because I like the place and I like the service. That is how it is. It's like eating when it comes to sleeping. So this is why Airbnb are big. The only thing why Airbnb didn't make money last year was because of COVID something. But if you understand this model well, you can make a lot of money. Start with one, don't even do two. Start with one. But it must be a choice area. GRA, Lekki, don't go at that. GRA, Lekki, BI, all those choice areas. Rent the house. Talk to the people. I'm a realtor. And all I need to do, I want to pay you every 6 months. Once they agree 6 months, raise little capital and pay them. Then take the pictures by furnishing the room and go and advertise. You will make more than even the people that are selling buy land. No, it's not a bad model. It's just that they are becoming too much. And for me, I feel that there are other areas in real estate that people are not what and necessary. Thank you so much. Make sense? Okay, so on the final note, I need to round up right now on this note. 5 steps to become successful. Number 1, determine who your online business can provide most of these services to. I.e., before you start, first ask yourself, who are the people that need this thing? List them out. When you are looking at me, okay, I'm annoyed you. This year alone, what's your goal this year? 20 million every month. Last year, how much did you do? 59 million in a year. 59.4 in a year. This year you need to do 150 to 200. But as I'm sharing this thing, like your case study, they are going to disturb my inner man. And when they are disturbing my inner man like that, it's not good. It's good. But I feel there's a lot. Even if it's of 54 million, it's not bad. It's a good story. And that will be all your business model, right? Just one of them. There's one more. So number 1, the model, the people. Number 2, the medium. Ask yourself, what medium am I using? I like pastors a lot. And some pastors have no open up. You need to wake up. Tap your leg say, wake up. Let me take another case study. Bishop Oyedeko, number 1. Value added, he preach, yes or no? Yes. That is his speaking model. Number 2, he has a writing model. His writing model is Dominion Publishing. Abi? Publishing now. Abi? Number 3, another business model is Ibrahim Capital. Ibrahim, that's hospitality. Abi? And you are still looking. Hospitality model. Another one is into oil and gas. What's the name of that filling station in the who goes to very well? There's our
Canaan Oil.
Canaan Oil.
Used to be Canaan Oil, but I can't remember
The new name there. Canaan Oil. Oil and gas. Another one, education. Communal University. Landmark. And you. Great Academy. And you only have one part. You are always selling something. Do you see why you have to wake up? So let one part that you are writing, let it be going. Let another part that you are training, let it be going. Let another part that you are selling products, let it be going. Let another part that you are investing, let it be going. All of the parts will be giving you something. The reason why you are not scaling up that business is because you are only focusing on one part. Maybe it's service. You sew the cloth, you come and pick the cloth. You sew the cloth. Which day will you keep sewing cloth? There are so many areas, other things about fashion that you need to connect into. Now, let me share the secret with you. Now, when Bishop preach, people will come at you. Yeah. As they come, they will buy fuel oil, petrol in the filling station. Yes or no? Yes. Number two, hospitality. They will look for where to sleep. Yes or no? Some people, they will go to church and don't lead them to the next Bisi. They will eat. There's water. There's Ibrom water. Abi? Yes. There's canteen in the place. Abi? Yes. Are you listening? Yes. The people that came again, he has written a lot of books. Those people will do what? They will buy it. But what did they come for? They only came to hear. Abi? So you always ask yourself, if this person comes to my shop and I measure him and I sew the cloth, what else can the person buy? Is the person willing to learn? Is the person ready to get to know how he can invest into clothing? Is the person... Number three, create content for your online business. Create content. So number one, determine who you are to sell to. Everybody is your customer. Number two, the medium you will use to communicate. Am I going to be sending SMS? Am I going to be calling? Am I going to be using email? Let it be consistent. One of the things that Dr. Stevie can use to wound you is WhatsApp message.
Broadcast.
He will broadcast your life out of yourself. You'll be asking questions. You will either block him or you keep reading it. And if you block him, you go. And he broadcasted and he became wealthy. See, one of the things you people don't know is that you talk about people's wealth, but you don't talk about their activities. You talk about their wealth, but you don't talk about their activities. I told you that I should go on Facebook Live how many days? Every day. For how many? Have you discovered that Mr. Stephen does Facebook Live every day? Almost every 1 hour. And you want to be like me. I hear this on that say I see myself moving. You are moving. No, moving is not by moving. Moving is by activity. He is doing Zoom, he's doing webinar live every day. You are doing one in a month and you are praying. See, God is not daft. God is wise. Somebody is doing 30 days every day. You are booting. As a matter of fact, if you are in this room, don't greet me until you are telling me you are doing something. See, you can have a dream. And it will remain in a way. Until you do it. That is why Yera and Dua, not Yera alone. Yera and Dua, not Yera alone. What you have been doing since all these years is that you are hearing, you are not doing. Shout your name and say do. I want to do. Shout your name and say do. I want to do. See, when you do, when I started doing, money started coming. Grow your online list is your first asset. Mr. Stephen, he has list, and that list has produced money. Provide your audience with services, products they already want, desire. Stop creating products for people. Create products that the people do what? Desire. And that will be it for them. My name is Bisi. I will roll out. Let me take 1 or 2 questions. Thank you so much.
Guys, clap,
So I'll take 1, 2, 3. I'll take 3 questions. You can follow me on IG. I am Akintayo, and Facebook, Twitter, and email. Okay? So two things we'll be doing before. Okay, let me take your question before I announce what the input ask for you guys. Or you want to do that after? You want to do that? You want to do that? Okay. Right.
Thank you very much. That was an amazing presentation.
I'm so tickled. Right.
Yeah. My question is very simple.
Right.
In the area of forex trading. Over the last couple of months, there are several companies trading forex trading. And I'm guilty that because I do some of these things. But I just wanted to know your own opinion about some of them companies from high returns as high as 30% per month, 10% per month, 20% per month. And we also say we are paying, you understand. So, but being as a forex expert, what do you think about companies like this?
Any company that gives you more than 10%, you know that you're your own. Any company that gives you more than 10%, you know that you're your own. I prefer an investment, a return on investment of 5%. And the person, as a matter of fact, I even prefer a place, not a crowdfunding thing. What a lot of them do, they do crowdfunding. So crowdfunding means that all of us in this room, let's bring our capital. 5,000, 2,000, 1,000, then they trade. Okay? Now, even if they are in loss, you will not know. Because they can use anybody's money to what? To pay. Does that make sense? So, but there is a way you can attach your account. There are some trade investment company that you will put your money in your own account, then they will be trading on it. If they are not doing well, you will stop them. That way you are in control of your money. But naturally, my advice is that any company that is giving more than 10% is high risk. And what they end up doing, if they are not consistently in profit, is that they start paying people for risk, people before money, until they are not able to work. So that's what happened to SBA Forex. They were doing well for a very long time. But the guy is a billionaire from our money. No, my money is not there from you. This money. So, and we was paying 30% for about 3 years. More than 2 years plus was paying. And we bring in assets. Large. It's the money that I've attended my forex class before. 20 years ago. But the Lord has not led me into investment like right. I hope you need to speak well. But whenever people's money is in large quantity like that, you need to be very, very careful. The Holy Book says that good money, good name is better than riches. So that's why me and for any of them I don't do it. But as an investor, you must share your portfolio into three: high risk, medium risk, and low risk. Real estate is low risk. It will not give you the kind of return you want to get until 10 years. Forex can give you 100% improvement. You understand what I'm saying? So it's high risk. But some people will pack everything that they have. They will now put it in high risk. Like one man, he collected 30 million as gratuity. I what do you call it? And he got the 30 million. He's been paying him for a while, and when the short term in December, the guy is under heart attack. So a lot of time as an investor, I won't tell you not to do it, but make sure you are on top of your game and work with your intuition. It's called, some people call it Holy Spirit, some people call it spirit, anything. Any day you begin to feel funny, any day you begin to funny. And those people that have such gifts are women. You know, say, why can't you collect your money? Once you begin to say, why can't you collect your money? Collect it. Don't you know, my wife told one of his family members that he collect your money in October. Now we collected 50,000 out of almost a million. And the money has grown well, more than a year. In November, collect your money. December, you cannot lodge it. And I told him. So, high risk is good. As a matter of fact, those who become wealthy are risk takers. But you have to also take calculated answer your process. So for me personally, I personally don't do it because I know how to do it. But if you want to do it, you must be able to be careful with the company that and make sure that you are seeing into their books. A lot of them don't want to show books. So you want to also use what you can use to see the right company is transparency. That the company that they are transparent, you won't be able to. It's Fisher. Go ahead.
You spoke about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. Is there any share for like? Yes. You said something about saving for the children and the foreign parents. I want to know the difference between it.
Okay, good.
How
does it work?
In Nigeria,
they cannot see. One of the things that cannot be controlled is digital currency. Some years ago, people can control gold. Remember gold? Yes. Immediately gold went digital, they could not control it. So one of the things cryptocurrency came to do was to be able to shut down the power of banks on us. Banks is wired to make money for the rich and keep the poor poorer. So you come and save 10,000 naira, you will only take 2,000 naira and spend for 1 month. The rest 8,000 naira, they will give it to the rich people without collateral. Those who use to do business, then they will return the capital if it is returning. I think you read about a lot of investors that they cannot return. So the bank structure, apart from the advantage of bank, which is to save money, when it comes to their end, is a disadvantage to the masses. So what cryptocurrency came to do is to remove the bank and make us take advantage of becoming wealthy. So now, what is wired? Is wired? Blockchain is a platform that if this man says yes and is recorded in the blockchain, 2 million years after, you come and check that blockchain, you still say yes. Have you seen investors when they say yes and tomorrow they say no? Even when they read the so blockchain is where cryptocurrency is built on, and it is not editable. So what it means is that each currency on blockchain is now a value added service case study. That okay, I want to send 10 naira to you, man, but I don't want charges. I will use Bitcoin. And because there is only 2 million, is it 2 million or 21,000 worth of Bitcoin? The supply is static. Supply. This is economics and demand. So the demand is fixed. The supply is what? Fixed. But the demand is keeps going up. So 2010, Bitcoin was less than $100. I think $150. 10 years ago. But the demand, people need it more. People want to transfer big volume without the banks. Don't forget the amount that has been on the blockchain is fixed and cannot be changed. So as the demand keeps going up, so right now, Bitcoin as at this point is $37,000. 10 years ago it was what? 150. Last year March it was $4,000. December it was $41,000. So it also fluctuates like price. So that is why if you want to make money in it, and you now say you enter today at 37 and it goes to 38, you can quickly change your money. But if it comes to 33 now, all you need to do is to keep it there. Are you with me? Until the price goes back up, which we always go back up. Now let me give you first-hand information. Stand up. When the adoption on any industry comes first 14 years, it is the early adopters, those who are risk takers. They just start it because the second phase is institution level, and when you enter into institution level, it will last for another 35 years. Last year is when the institution stepped into Bitcoin, and when the institution steps into Bitcoin, the price of the demand will what? When it was individual, people would give $10,000 to $50,000. But now, the institutions are doing $250 million, sorry, 1 billion. The institution. So that is what makes the amount to go, because last year it was still individual. So for the next 35 years, the institutions will keep coming in. So that is why they say that Bitcoin cannot be less than $1 million in the next 10 years. How many million? At this money, how much?
$7,000.
Sit down. So that is why it is a system that chases, that moves from, that is to the advantage of the what? Of the masses. By grace of God, what I made in Bitcoin last year is cool money. I say cool. I don't talk about because I don't like people to know what I'm worth. And I'm very small. I never have too much money. But I'm just blessed. When I say blessed. So what I recommend that if you're in this part of the world, start saving it for the next 5 years, for the next 10 years, for the next 20 years.
So an individual can actually go up to the bank and do this.
No, it doesn't have to be bank. Don't forget you have skipped bank.
Okay.
So what you will do is to create a wallet. You have to do a training on that one separately. You create a wallet using Bitcoin wallet. Then you will buy Bitcoin from exchangers. Then you put it and you save the money in your wallet. A wallet is like a bank savings where nobody can access except you. Are you with me? Okay. Then you can even move it to cold wallet. Cold wallet is that you will save it in, you can put it in your wardrobe. You can do a printout of your assets and put your wardrobe. And nobody in heaven except you if you want to have access to it. You understand me? So that's it. But you need to start it. So how do you start it? You can go to YouTube after this class. Okay? And maybe I do a Zoom call for you. Egypt, the little Madam Bisi approach on this course. But you have to. It's very important. 5 naira, 10 naira, just be saving it and leave it there. Don't put money. And if you don't want to do Bitcoin, if it is school fees of your children, go and buy dollar or go and buy pounds. Are you with me? Save it in hard currency if you are leaving it in 6 months.
Okay.
Because naira is projected to fall from January. They've announced it. And CBN use the amount to save, so they fall our hands.
So if one can, if like assuming 20, you can have like 20,000 naira, and you can get a pound, you can get pounds. Just save.
Yeah, just go to
so
Aboki.
Like in the next 1 year, you can make like how much?
No, if you are doing
You can get like.
No, if you are doing, let me help you now. Saving in cryptocurrency is different from saving in dollars, in currency, in physical currency. Our currency is just like a stopgap. Instead of you putting millions in your naira account. Now, can I blow your mind? Elon Musk moved his balance sheet from USD to Bitcoin. That is how he was able to move over $11 billion in profit in less than a week. To sell something, you cannot sell something and it will grow by 11 billion in a week. 11 billion is not here. It was 11 billion away from Jeff, Amazon owner. But he posted on Twitter in November, December that he is thinking of that can he move his balance sheet. And one of the guys, Mayor said that yes, he has personally done his investment. He has moved over 1.3 billion in Bitcoin. And nearly they said that and he did not hear anything again. That guy replied, he said, I will show you how I did 1.3 billion, but I will show you offline. So him and Elon Musk, the thing is available on Twitter. As they said that thing, some weeks after, you just hear that Elon Musk is now number one. So some people will say it's hard work. It's not hard work. Tap your head like say wake up. So hard currency is just for you to not put your money in naira. You understand? And the value still remains. You understand? The value still remains. But because every day somebody will say, it's dollar rate. Women, my wife said she went to market. Something she used to buy, Ororo that she buys for 1.5, it's 3.5 now. You know those kind of spike. But when you now go to the bank and you remove naira, you cannot buy that amount. But when you, even if it's in dollars, the value when you exchange it back is still in that value, and a lot of times it increases. Are you with me, sir? So you can now exchange, take that naira and you do your deal. You understand? So don't move by projection. The only one I can tell you the projection is Bitcoin. And even last year projection for my hand, I said that I will do $23,000 in 5 years. He did $41,000 in 8 months. So that's like I for my hand. But you see the good one. When it's going to happen in 5 years, he did it in 8. So, but it's another class. But it's still access to that one. The man going in bad, the more you are soaking, you are dragging the more you are dragging me. So what's happening on email me here. I can reply you on Bitcoin.
Okay. So one more question.
One more question. If it's on Bitcoin, email me. If it's on, it's important. Oh yeah, rush it.
Like in times of us using our phones for all these things, we didn't really get the idea of having a backup plan like we said we can print out the
code wallet.
So if you have had savings in Bitcoins like that, with coin payments, and you lost the details from the phone, everything, how do you recover it?
I feel like crying for you. Okay, so once you lost it, you lost it. So, let me explain to you. If you open email, you have backup at it. You have password rather. If you open wallet, you will have password. Naturally, is your password. You should not forget it. Now, if you forget, there is what is called hash code, which is like your second email. So if you forget your password, you can use your hash code to access. So now some people, they forgot password, they now forget hash code. So how will they? You understand? So it's like you forget your password, then you do not remember the second email that they will send password. So you must be able to. So yeah, I tell people keep your password, number one, keep your hash code, Now, when your money begins to go into $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, move it offline and put it in your wardrobe in the house or put it underground in your house or under the sheet. Put it somewhere there. And somebody will not go and wash it for top. And it's even better you even save it outside your house. You can even save it outside your house. In US, banks used to have what, but in Nigeria they don't have such. In US, you can take gold, physical gold and bank like a store strong gold. But in Nigeria, we don't have it. That's another idea, however. We can build something and security-wise, assets. Last question.
Thank you very much for the particulars. So how can we get in touch with you?
Now, what we have done for mentorship, what we have done is Genino is a digital marketing agency apart from laboring on e-commerce. So we are putting together internship. When I say internship, internship allows you to understudy the process even while you are still learning it. Okay? So Madam Akintayo will explain all of that to you after once I'm done, which is in our own session. Does that make sense? So, like I said, you can pay for it. You can exchange your time, which is intern, and you can exchange something which is straight like that. Okay? Thank you so much for having me. My name is Bisi.
Standing ovation with clapping ovation. That was beautifully amazing. You know what I call it the money day English. I don't just call it that name. You can sit down. I'm sure we've been having an amazing session. And right now, that's it. Right? So, get something to buy. Should we take out the bag? Just have to buy. Taking more than enough. Like, you know, when you are eating and your stomach is ready for tea, the food is already long. How many people use what I have benefit? How would you benefit? No! That was a beautiful session, and I believe that some of you are ready to start. I can see so many people who are really eager. Remember, this is in the beginning, not in the hearing. I'm sure you heard me say that over and over again. It is not enough for you to attain. You are paid enough. In the year 2022, we started 2021 again, you are here. You will be hearing. Now, you need to do. For those who are doing already, they need to do more. And you have biblical examples of people who actually have multiple streams of income. So what will this stop you from having multiple streams of income? Have you ever wondered why sometimes you go and get a course after paying for a course? And they are selling, there's this guy that knows how to do this very well. Has anybody knows anything from the gym? Calls himself the gym is marketing. I don't know if you guys don't know about it. Okay. You need to watch a lot of online and get more information. The first time I got his course, I was like, wow, I've gotten his course. Amazing. And before I knew it, I was selling something. Before I knew it, I've carried my card again and paid for the next course. Before I knew this answer, I want to get, this guy is really a marketer. You are getting one course, you are selling another course, you are selling another course. And it's marketing. And you and I, or some of us, not me, and we are so ashamed to market. You know, somebody once said something to me and I said, people will say, this way my life has ended now. That now I'm marketing online. I'm saying you come and learn this online. There's that way and this person is hungry. Now sometimes the issue is that we are not hungry enough. You know, there's a level that hunger gets in our life. Now in short, they say to market toilets, public toilets, you market. But do we need to get to that stage in our lives? No. Everybody is selling something. Before you came here today, is it that you came with your private car? or you took public transport. That private car, remember you drank the police station, you bought fuel, either today or yesterday, or day before yesterday. The shirt you are putting on, you bought it either online or offline. The nose masks you are wearing, you bought it. Everybody who does not have nose masks here. You don't have nose masks. You don't have nose masks at home. So everybody is selling something. What are you selling? What are you ashamed of selling? And you want to make the money. If you are ashamed of selling, you cannot make money. It's not possible. It is not possible. Before you leave, we're going to be having like a 2 minutes, not a long day. Let's just, somebody was about to do, so let's just take a picture before it. Just for 2 minutes. Then the 2 minutes, 20 seconds for pictures. Then the other 2 minutes, 1 minute, 30 seconds to network. Just network before we commence the next session. Networking for 1 minute, 30 seconds. I want to do 1 hour. So we can just, maybe we'll stand up on our seat this way because I don't want everybody to come and just 30 seconds. And we have the pictures. This will just help us take some pictures. Real fast, 30 seconds is almost over. And we network before we go into the next segment. We're supposed to officially end by 1 p.m. and we'll be taking another 1 hour extra. Just to rush my session, I'm going down because of time. Okay, can we have it, Israel, which way will be better? Can you take it this way? Everybody doesn't have to do that. How should we do it?
Stand the chair. Everybody stand on your feet.
For those that can find us here, right?
No, him.
Okay, yes.
Fine. And we take us
Stand
home.
on that chair, 30 seconds go by Israel. Just stand. I don't have the picture. I don't have water.
Okay, let me go in the middle. No, just stay where you are. Everybody stay where you are.
Let me stand.
Just stay where you are so you can take us all together. Are we good?
Yeah.
First, come. Come here. Come on. Are we good?
Yes.
Someone.
We should stand on your chairs. You can stand on your chairs.
If the tall one has blocking you, just stand there. You get it?
Yes, sir.
Don't fall behind me.
So people are smile, smile, don't let us smile. Somebody
Smile.
say cheese. Now, does anybody know that what I'm doing right now is marketing?
It's marketing.
You don't know. If you go on our social media and you would have seen more than 6 posts of today's training. Okay, let's stop for 1 minute, 20 seconds, and we'll be right back for Saturday. Mr. Mayo. 1 minute, 30 seconds, almost over. I'm going to ask you which network with and which one. Sorry.
Just continue like that, don't stop. Because I'm connecting with you. Please, the attendance is going wrong. Please, if you know it's not written your name, just indicate.
The restroom, right? It's this way. Sorry.
Yeah. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. Okay, officially, networking is over. Networking is over. No more collecting of phone numbers, email address. Please don't drop your password. or 8 Okay, networking is over. It's over. Can we all come back to our seats? Can we all come back to our seats for the last segment? Okay, have you written your names on the attendance sheet? Have you all written our names? We have just confirmed everybody at home. Okay, networking session is over. Oh. No more phone number collecting. Eh? Collection of phone number is over. See, when we say consult now during the exam, we know people that are not consult. They will keep writing and collecting extra sheets. Networking session is over. It's over. Oh, can somebody tell them who you met? Moses. Who did you meet? Walk out! Networking is over! Ah! Networking is over! It's too short, I know. Because we don't have enough time anymore, so it's just too short. So, madam, who did you meet? Where does the person work? Yes, ma'am. You did not meet anybody. Who did you meet? Okay. Okay.
She's an educator and also a teacher.
Beautiful. Who else? Who else? What did you meet? Okay.
She also had China.
Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. Hello, sir. Who did you meet? Pastor. Yes.
I just remember that.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Who is it? What's
I
it?
did actually introduce.
Pastor is calling me.
Yeah, we will get that out.
Okay, good, good. Now, why is it good for you to network? I already said no. You never can tell where you're going to meet that person the next time. You might see the person online that he has known from this state that he has attended. You now be like, I was in that training together for this my brother. But if you have networked very well with him, he will give you some tips on what to do to become successful. But if via that training you went for, you were all carrying your shoulder pad, raising it up, and you will refuse to network when you are going to network or meet people, or you refuse to answer people when you are speaking to people. See, in this training, or when you are going in life, you don't make money, you have to remove shyness. I'm an epitome of shyness. I used to be very shy. But for you to break even in this our Nigeria or Africa or in this continent, you have to remove shyness. If you get back to your house, you can carry that hammer of shyness and sit there in your house and mind your business. But if you want to break even, especially on the internet, who shall help? You have to break that yoke of shyness. And I bring you to life with very grateful. Okay, for those who are here who attended the first module and enjoyed the session, can you tell me 2 things that you're going to start to do after today's session? What you learned and you are going to take home and work with and run with? Okay, ma'am. Go ahead. Beautiful. Now, let me give you a simple tactic on how to start your live show. When I started my live show, my Facebook live, as of 6 years ago, I was, when I say I was still in research. No, I didn't start 6 years ago. I started about, I think 4 years ago now. I started business before I started. I will sit down every Friday. I don't miss it. Every Friday I will be live on Zoom and I will share on Facebook. I didn't even know what I was saying. I was just knowing that I was saying something. But I would sit down and I would be talking. I love to train, I love to talk. I would talk and I would see people like, I thought very business. But one of the things that helped me was not about what did I say. Was the fact that I had a calendar. So you have been told to start a live show every day, do it for 30 days. What are you going to say? You don't even know the next thing you're not like a kid was calling you, what am I going to do? But have a calendar, have topics and build the topics. Remember, this is your first live show. If you don't have a calendar for the next 30 days, on the second or on the third day, you feel that you have run out of what to say. You don't even know what to say. And about. Day 2, this is what we're talking about. Now, on the day 1, when you have picked the topic you want to talk about, build it. Google is free. And if you know you want to start your live show, also begin to watch other people doing live shows. That's also another secret. I never had energy like this when I was starting my live show, when I just started doing this start training. I started watching people. In short, I paid to get grace from some people. I paid not because I want to. I mean, I paid hundreds of thousands. Because I just want the same way this person. The way she is fire. And people need to watch me. In short, some things I was doing from this thing was just I can't just do it. Because I was doing what she was doing. I just need to command that kind of result she was commanding me. You know. So have a content calendar, build that Facebook Live calendar content, but build it up. Then every day before you go live, it might be 2 hours before, it might be 3 hours before. Now face your mirror. If you don't have a mirror, you can carry your phone and you need a tripod stand like this. Carry your phone. I have 2 phones. I have laptop. Because I'm talking to you, either I'm streaming on. They are doing it on Instagram and my guys are streaming on Facebook. And with another phone, checking comments of people on Facebook or Instagram. But you might not be able to do that. But take your phone, it's your tripod stand. Now begin to talk as if you're already talking to people online. If you start your first Facebook live and you have just one person watching or nobody watching, one people, continue, consistent. Talk as if you're talking to millions of people. Now give a case study of Mr. Stephen Akintayo, who is my husband. If you go to his Facebook page, that's Akintayo TV. Go there and go and research Akintayo as far back as 2017, 2016. Check his live videos. You will see one. The same person that will do live, Facebook live now, you see 300 or 400 people watching live. You will see one person will be watching. 2. But guess what? He will still be using that energy and be shouting as if he was talking to thousands of people online. And it was just one person that was watching. So you now start and now nobody is watching. No, one person has been watching it for the last 2 months and got started. Or 5 people are still one watching. You better thank God that 5 people watching. How about this? You didn't have anybody watching it. They will not gather the staff, all of you. Go and comment. All of you. But yeah, if you have friends and loved ones that can comment, this is how to show that they love you. Let them begin to comment. Let them begin to watch you live. At least maybe the respect they have for you will change when they begin to hear the kind of things that are coming out from your mouth. So remember, have a content calendar, build that calendar, and every 1 hour or 2 hours before you go live, do like a preamble, like a test run with your phone, or maybe with your mirror, so that you can have that boldness and courage and put some energy. Don't just say I'm a quiet person. See, that the video can come and talk and people will bless, you will hear, you will sit down. See, they are boring online, nobody will watch you. Because everybody is after the next thing online. If they watch one video, you know, have you ever seen why there are some people that are abusing you on social media? Those are people you keep watching. They are abusing. And that's what happens to notice on social media. Did they abuse people on my social media page while I'm doing Facebook Live? No abusing for abuse, but abusing for flapping abuse. My life increases in viewers. I'm not saying you go and start abusing people. That's not what I'm saying. But you need to put energy. Don't say I'm the yajeje and the baba the energy. If you have to use your hands, your body to gesticulate, if you have to jump and shout, that's not way people will watch you. So I'm just giving you little tips that can help you since you are. I know you're going to get started, and I know you will not go to the end. I'm going to give you the get started like cost saving price. Beautiful. So you already have tips on how to get started. Who else? What are you going to take home and what are you going to do? I want to start. Igbo, beautiful. Now it's not enough for you to start Igbo. There are lots of people who are doing Igbo and they don't need a time for Igbo. Or some are making different houses. Now when he was talking about consulting, coaching, I am a perfect example of somebody who has made livings from coaching and consulting. I've been doing this and I changed my coaching course. Thank God that started charging the dollars? It was about almost 3 years now. I've been charging the dollars. So when we get my coaching course, I started the coaching $5,000. Now, why did that coaching course change to dollars? Because I attended a training with my husband as of 2018 that changed, that was game changer. Now, it was a training that cost us over $20,000. Now, the money you have invested in yourself is a reason why you can be confident. When I say confident, because I'm stressing it, to be able to charge others to either coach them or to train them. If I ask some of you and you are telling me that the money I spent all through 2020 to train myself is $10,000, that's why you are still thinking of 1,500. Or you will sell your book for 500 because even you have not invested more than 10,000 yourself. So how will you now believe and conceive that somebody will come and pay you 30,000 for you? It's not possible. Did you hear Mr. Mayo saying that he's a graduate of alumni of Lagos University? Do you know how much it takes to go to Lagos University? You pay millions. And just one contact to Lagos University can be the game changer for you. Do you know that? Just one contact. I was supposed to attend last year, but I didn't. For this year I'm going. Just one contact will change. Because who are the kind of people that you sit with in class? The CEO of banks, of companies, conglomerates, who are already doing billions of naira. Those are the kind of people you have access to. And you know so that your contacts and your content will not change. And that's why some people are scared to even teach. They'll say, if I teach now, what will I teach tomorrow? Because you are not upgrading every time. With the knowledge of last 2 years, you are still running this last year, and you are still running this in the year 2021. So how will you have new things to teach people? It's not possible. So you have to keep upgrading. Keep upgrading. You want to sell ebooks, man? Look for the person who is selling high-ticketed ebooks in your industry. Otherwise, you launch that ebook, and at the end of the day, you discover that it's peanuts that come out. And you also now need to learn the power of digital marketing. It's a digital world. Learn Facebook ads. Learn Instagram adverts. To see how you can boost that ebook and make money from it. If you need to get a landing page, a sales funnel for that ebook, because right now a lot of people might not know you. They don't know why they should get that ebook from you. Why shouldn't they go and need somebody else to get it? Or why shouldn't I go online to read it from you? From free from one blog post. Now you have to have testimonies. Now one of the ways you can get testimonies because they're just starting, you can decide to give about 5 or 10 people that ebook for free and get their testimonials and put on your landing page or your sales page. Because why do you think that when you go to church and you have not received your testimony or your blessing, and you still find yourself in church the next Sunday, 2 Sundays later, 10 Sundays later? Why? Testimonies. It's not just about what the pastor is preaching. But have you seen any church that doesn't, me I've not seen any. The church that I attend, every Sunday we share testimony. It's more, they must talk about testimony. It is about financial banquet. Somebody who has been blessed financially, they want to share testimony. They want to share marriage testimony in my own church. But testimony will be shared. Now, why do you think they share testimony? Why do you think that you receive flyers and there's testimony behind those flyers? Because they know they are faith boosters. That the more you hear the testimony of what God has done for one, and you tap into that testimony, guess what? You will be the next to share your testimony the couple of Sundays or the next Sunday. And that's why you see some people that I heard this testimony and I did into that testimony and I did what this man, a servant of God asked me to do, and boom, my finances changed. So that's the same way it is in the online industry. The testimonies of those who actually have learned from you is what will make another person to come and pay you. Not the fact that you can do drop shipping or you can do e-commerce. The fact that I can show you screenshot of my student who did 3.6 million in 1 month of joining my mentorship platform will make you want to join my mentorship. The fact that we show you screenshot of my students who have done over 120 million transaction in e-commerce will make you want to come to meet Mr. Akintayo to train with, to have her train you. True or true? Yes, it's true. Because what? You look at her that she can do it for this man. She can do it for you. If I just follow the steps. So that's why for that ebook, if you don't get testimonials from people, and you're waiting until they buy, you get the testimonial, you're on your own, remember you're just starting. So the best way to easily get is to get testimonials by giving the ebook for free when you just launch. Then another thing is that you can also get endorsements. How you actually get this from free? I'm not going deep into my slide because you've been told so many internet businesses you can go and make money from. So I'm not ready to come and call you with more internet businesses. You should be able to pay for some of them. But these are little things that I believe that you need, because some of you will leave this place. If you are not careful, you will confuse that some people talk about happiness and they say, I want my tomorrow she's blank. What will she do? But now she already knows that she needs to create a calendar and also rehearse 2 hours before, maximum 2 hours before. And whether people are joining her live or not, at least you know one of our mentors started 2017. I had sometimes 1 view, no view. So that one is enough encouragement for her to tell herself that even if I start and nobody's watching me, I will continue. Now for her that is about to start her ebook, now she knows that for her to break even, she needs testimonials, she needs endorsements. That will help you. Endorsement, for instance, you're in a training like this, you can get, oh, this capital, my work with that people, or people who are already influencers in different industries to endorse you. So that when somebody else now hear their endorsement and they already know that person, that will give them confidence to buy that ebook. Now I was smiling while we were I was posting pictures online, and I saw one of my mates, because that's it. And he came to my office last year. I came to a one-on-one session. I do an NT since I think 2017 thereabout. And I saw him post because he's launching a particular club, and he wrote something about me. Oh, thank you, Bisi Akintayo, you gave me clarity. I came to your office. At the end, he just spoke about what was going on. I shared it. And he has been doing that for long, but this is the first time I shared it. What is he doing? He's trying to use my endorsement because of the things I've done for him, trying to use me. Even if I did not open my mouth to talk. But because he has had that session with me, use the picture and use everything so that you can be able to sell. So if you have like a sales funnel, like a sales page, you can write all of those things. Have the video, it's a video, a write-up. The endorsement from social person who might be a social media influencer or maybe a top notch. For instance, maybe you have access to Felado, so and Felado gives you endorsement. You think people think twice to buy that your ebook. They are not buying your ebook. They are buying Felado because of Felado. That's why you need to understand that in digital marketing business or in online business, people do not buy products. Please write it down. I keep saying this even on my live show. People do not buy products. You can either say they buy brands or they buy people. In digital business, in online business, people do not buy products. They buy people. Now what did I say? What did I say they buy people? There are some people who have gotten courses and trainings from me, which they never used. And they paid me $1,000. Some paid about $2,000. And do the math, $2,000, you know how much that is. That's about $800,000. And they never use it because they just want to just have that one-on-one with me. And I begin to chase them. I said, oh, you know what, I'm not grateful. You know what? I'm not just $2,000. We don't do refunds. No, and that's why in business as well, you need to know the time when you should step up. Because the man that will pay you 10,000 naira for training, wow. Hey, yes, you know how people, you will give him everything and he will say, you are not giving him anything. But the one that will pay you high ticket, that particular training or course. And when I got to learn about that, that was the game changer. To be like, say, this is the price I'm charging. I would rather have 2 clients that will give me peace of mind than to have 1 million clients. And I will not be having issues. I will not be able to sleep. And I like to satisfy clients, to give them value for what they are paid for. My EA knows that. I like to make sure that they are satisfied. Even sometimes I have to go out of my way to make sure that that client is satisfied. So I rather have 2 clients that give me peace of mind. And to have a bunch of who have paid 1 million and 1 day. And this one problem to the other one problem to me. I don't want. Because poor man, they have a poor mentality problem. For big men, I mean, what chicks do that? How many people have never spoken for how they sell house? Those that actually paid once, that paid 2 months, I mean, they paid outright. Compared to those that were paying small instrumental. Who gave you wahala? Those instrumental, because they cannot believe in their life that they can pack 5 million in the space of 3 months or 6 months or 1 year or 2 years, depending on how they are spreading it. Because they never had 5 million in their account. They are not doing installment payments with their real estate company. They are just over to 5 million job. And they now discover that they need money urgently. What will they start doing? Can we get it for you? As if you are a bank that is saving your money. Or who collects refund for money then? You collect refund for money then, so that's got so that. So that's majority of the reason that we always have with the poor man mentality. And I bring everyone from that syndrome to do the room of So I hope you've gotten a little clarity on your ebook, getting endorsements, getting testimonials. Then if you can afford to do a little sales page, it's important to can help. So people have then you can give a free guide as well. Just free guide so that people have an idea of what they're going to learn before they even get the ebook. And the ebook topic, make sure that it's a topic that people are really searching for. Go down and launch an ebook on how to become a teacher and make money. In short, when they did that one, a teacher in secondary school and make money, they will run. And then this corona that schools are not functioning well. So you can look for topics online and check them out. Then you can also, you don't need to be the original inventor of the ebook. And that's why sometimes you use like 1 year to write it or 10 months to write it. Just like information marketing on themselves, you can even do PLR, private label writers. How many people have said about that? Whereby you actually go there to buy a book. Maybe once you buy the book, it becomes yours. You already have the certificate that makes you the owner of that book. So you can buy it, then go to Fiverr and have somebody edit it for you. Maybe pay them like $100 or $30 or $50 a month. Depending on the ghostwriter, collect the rights to book. And you can even now upload it on page itself. So I don't want to go deep into that to learn so much about it. So you can do that. Or look for a ghostwriter. It does help you write the book in 1 or 2 weeks. And that's the ebook. Just give them the idea, everything you need to talk about that. And if everything you talk about the ebook, just give them the story of content. If you have some ideas for you, and if you're one of the ideas that you write the ebook for you, then you pay them. You're not even doing any stress. Before you know 1 year, you're not doing it in 6 months. And that's why sometimes people say, I'm writing it for 10 minutes. Because they don't understand that you can pay somebody to write it for you. Yes, you can pay somebody to write it for you. You can do a voice recording, send it to them, let them transcribe everything for you. And your book is ready, and you're an author. So who else? You are very welcome. Who else? What's your take home? Some people are getting tired. I'm seeing people tired and sleeping. Who else? What's your take home and what are you doing? Okay, go ahead.
Yes, I've gotten action on this ebook because actually I have almost like something written, but to sell. I'm I'm done. In fact, I've been selling not to
90 what?
98 now.
98 ebooks.
Yes.
In my son's voice. Yes. 98 ebooks. So give me one of the topics of the
I have an organics. There's one I have taxi beauty and cleaning products.
Taxi beauty.
Cleaning and household products.
Okay.
It's just a step-by-step production of all these.
Okay, which other one?
I have the one for skin, understanding your skin.
Understanding your skin.
Yes.
Another one.
Your skin type. Then production of organics for different skins. Organic cream, there's one for soap, there's one for cream.
Production of organic.
There's one for cream, there's one for soap.
Another one.
Differently.
Another one.
Cream separately, soap differently.
Cream separately, okay. Another one.
Then the one for hair. Organic products for hair.
Okay. Another one.
Then cleaning your environment. Step by step, you can clean your environment without any help and you don't have
another one.
I'm trying to remember.
Okay, you won't understand why I'm asking you. It's so many, but this is what you need to do, just like what I'm doing right now. Because I can see your ebook is actually centered almost around the same thing. If I have to sit you down, I'll see that all that ebook can be compressed into about 3 or 5 or 1 time. Because right now you have problems selling 98 ebooks. Because the whole 98 ebooks can actually be turned into one. Can be turned into 2.
Why I have it like this is, in some, I can only treat maybe 10 French recipes, productions.
I understand where you're coming from. But an ebook doesn't have a limit. There's no rule that your ebook has to be 10 pages. Your ebook has to be 5 pages. Now, because of selling, that's what I'm doing this movie. So if I am new, I will look at how to compare, because this is skin products, organic soap, everything. I can compress it into one and now look for how to sell that one. Because a lot of people now are looking for where to do skin products. If the same person that wants to do skin products for cream is looking for soap, so why should I get a book for cream separately, get a book for soap separately? Whereas I can get the same thing from another person that puts soap and cream. So you can compress everything, look at it, write the topics out, compress it into about 2, 3 or 5, but it should not be more than 5. Then pick one per time to sell. Don't try to sell everything at the same time. If you have gotten out brand online, you can sell the whole 5. So that if this one is not interested in this, you pick this. But they are just launching. That's why they are just launching. You pick a niche. Even online, when you pick crypto, when you pick what is it called? Forex, when you pick e-commerce, there are different aspects to it. You don't do everything. Pick one. Is it that you want to trade? You don't want to trade, you want somebody to help you to trade. And you heard Mr. Mayowa that when he talks about giving people money to trade for you, he has made millions in forex. There's this position, I think it's chairman something, chairman 50 or something. It's this way for me. I remember when he called this chairman 20, all those levels, and you know that levels, when he was in chairman 10, chairman 10, I think it was consistently every month. It doesn't need to do anything, I think it's every month. It doesn't need to do anything. Whether I bring people, it doesn't bring people, it doesn't do it. It's getting 2 million in his bank account. Aside from trading, aside from other results. You are not doing anything again, just for anything here. Every month, not free. So you have to just pick a niche when you are doing anything. So when you are picking one, you cannot diversify. Like I told you when I got him up, you started with blogging. But today it's not doing blogging again. If we design a blog for you, give you strategy on how to do a blog, you make money from blogging. But is it doing blogging? It's not doing that. Like that. Yes, we're still selling database. And guess what? You go to the database from us. The same database we said is for 100,000. We have sold that database for 5 years. that same database. We made millions of naira from selling database. Millions of naira. And we already have it, and we still have it. And we can still resell it if we want to sell it. Emails, we've made money from emails. We from setting the platform for people. One email as a then, when people are not really exposed to email like now. It's 5 naira per email. I want to sell 1 million emails. How much is that? 5 million. You want to do a server for you. Depending on the kind of server you want. It could be 1.5, it could be 1.8. So we make money from that. But what were we doing? We did not do everything from a niche at a time. So compress everything into just 3 or 5 maximum and push one at a time. One at a time. You could even partner with influencers like I told her online. Now there are some, I'm not saying that you should actually have to pay celebrities and because they're not able to afford it. But someone said, and I believe, if you want to sell soap, there are some kind of influencers who do online. And you want to sell real estate, there are some influencers who do real estate. We just be paying, we just be doing everything. We don't make one sell on the real estate. So you can have access to them because some of them use Bisi products and all of this. And their followers, of course, want to learn how to shine, how to grow. Even if that's not their secret of their growth. You see people coming to pay them to promote that for them. But if you don't have influencer, then sit with your digital marketing skills, fine tune it. Go late. You don't have money to learn, go to YouTube, go and get it. Maybe try and error, mistakes here and then you get it out. But you can afford to go ahead, please do go ahead and know how you can use that. Why you're not saying that you are thinking that by posting on Facebook or Instagram, people just come and buy. But have you forgotten that Facebook also, Mark wants to make money. So when you post anything on Facebook and you are not an influencer or a brand that's grown, have you ever wondered why somebody has 3 million followers and his post only 100,000 people like his post? Haven't you wondered why? 3 million followers, only 100,000 people, 200,000 likes those particular posts. Why? Because they understand the fact that once a good percentage of your followers online see your product and services, there is no need to pay Mark anymore to run adverts. And when you are running adverts, sometimes it will tell you that these are the people that are following you already that you want to see that product or service you are trying to promote. So that more people that follow you will see it. Because only 0.05% of your followers online see what you post. That's why you can have 5,000 followers and 200 people like your picture. 100 people like your picture. But the moment you pay for adverts, what happens? Where will the light come from? They just say, people are just like you, they are just like you. That's why some people who are into brand building, they use their pictures, high definition picture, fine pictures of the travel, because they know that when they use pictures or fine videos, that's why some people invest in gadgets when they are online. That's for those who are going on Facebook Live. You see my Facebook Live, you see me looking on, you see me not looking me. You still see me looking fine, right? Because those videos that are looking nice, those pictures that are looking nice, is what Facebook will allow when people are engaging on it. Now begin to show it to more people to see. So if you don't push with adverts and you're just posting, especially when Facebook now you are selling and you just post that product or ebook, sit down there. Sit down there. Hello man, you follow Mr. Street. When he posted his new office and the beautiful pictures, you remember how crazy it was? Go and see the picture of the Dubai train is green. How many likes on that Dubai train? That is green. I mean the banner of the Dubai train. You can check it on your phone and see how many people that like that Dubai train. Because what people like, and that's why you see some people also invest in lifestyle. What people like is that lifestyle. Is that eyes picture? Who want to wear? Oh, your picture. That's the thing. I don't even flex in Dubai very well, but it will be very short trip. Because people just want to see. So you're having that ebook, man. See, I don't like wearing makeup. I tell people don't need it. I don't like wearing makeup. But because I am Instagram like 2 days ago. And the lady was blessed and everything. Only for us, oh, what is your take on that? Take from here, woman, you're not even a man. Some people just want to come away, maybe just want to be an activity. All those people that don't do that like they are made of. So you want to sell that ebook? You believe that you are having a drink and you carry the book on your table and you snap and you cross your legs. You can go to all these hotels. It's free to enter. You are not charged. You can buy bottle water 1,000 naira and sit down and cross legs with good phone and take picture and put and talk about the ebook. You can stand now. Some of you might say faking it. It's not faking. It's not faking. Some people fake it. Why some people are living the kind of life they want to live for the next 2 years. It might be one thing that you're taking today. Another day, you might be food to water. I'm bringing somebody there to water. So you might be like you take that same people or have a couple of people after you have compressed everything. Talk about how they started their soul business with your evil and how that was a game changer for them. How they started cleaning service. And you can also start a Facebook Live, giving them free nudges, a little about the ebook. For more information, go to my ebook. So I'll say the reason why I should buy your ebook. Because you're giving me something of value. And I believe that if I get that ebook, I will get more value. Now you can start a Facebook Live, say, same mistake, what's the name of this people? Cosmetologians make when you're making things. It could be that. It could be soap. How to know the perfect soap. Oh, everybody's selling cream on, everybody's selling soap. Now, these are the 10 mistakes or 10 things you can watch out before you buy any soap or cream for anybody selling online on Instagram. You know, a lot of people who have had soap balls and got their skin damaged by buying from. They don't know read that book and come and hear from me that what should I watch out so I'm not going to waste my money with another person. Don't you think, brother? Or you don't know the book and you feel that somebody come and buy. No. You have to give them value for them to know that they will get more value from you. You give value to exchange of value. So begin to pick some knowledge from that and begin to take topics. Begin to look for the problems in that industry. What are the problems with cleaning services? What are the problems with this and that you already have written the ebook on? Now begin to address it. It could be a short video of 2 minutes, 1 minute, 3 minutes. And when people are learning from you, they buy that ebook, they even ask you, are you doing so? Are you doing it? I will love to buy the cream for you. I would love to buy the soap for you. Okay, any other person? I just feel that this is what I should do right now. Not taking more online businesses you can do because you already have enough. Is it better taking your questions and treating them, or we should still go to the class? Let's move on. Let's move on. Some people that are not asking questions, they want me to still take class. Okay, go ahead, sir. If you see this clarity or something you need to do, you can ask. I'll take that in the next 10 minutes. I will let you know.
I am not interested in forex as a last I am
Are you a pastor? Good pastor's voice is loud. I am a evangelist, please speak louder so that we can see less.
I'm interested in the forex aspect when also interested in the job. For instance, the woman there, she spoke of going through lockdown. Coincidentally, I think that's this is somebody I feel that I glad
Go ahead, sir.
I have decided to continue on the forex. That's forex education now. Though I don't make much money, but I'm not really interested in forex. In my training on the side.
So your clarity on forex.
Yes, but I have done it challenge. For the last time I didn't know that challenge. I was so confused. I really want to make more from several activities that I'm doing. So that's why do you have any
platform, who at some point in time I think that somehow something happened as of day the meeting of anything coming up of business,
Yeah, this coaching on forex. Coaching on forex. Okay. On blogging. One of the things that I don't know if you blog, so you don't need to take it.
I don't have any.
You don't have any.
You get.
You just want to start.
Because of the screen. Now me they say as a before, but you get.
But one thing about your blog is that if you want to do your blog, you have to at least, how many people do you think you have to post every week? For those who are here, you want to do your blog, I mean like 3 or 4. 3 or 4, who else? Yeah, at least you want to start. What have you researched? How many blog posts you need every week? You need minimum of 100. 100 blog posts. Every day. Now, one of the things you need to do when you are going into blogging, that's why now you see, he actually was going to blogging. What you are going to do is not finding. So you need to do findings about what you want to go into. So that when you see somebody who can offer that value for you, you know. It is wrong for you to want to go into a business and you don't do your background check. And it's have the necessary questions you need to ask. Oh, will this be treated? Or will you take me on this? It's not about just making money on blogging. Because if you are not careful, you just be frustrated. I remember Linda Ikeji when she started, everybody's talking about her money, she's doing this, and they are like, it's a business. When she started that, she had nothing. When she was asking mentors, most of our mentors then, remember in Nigeria, she would ask them questions, what to do, they would give her those ideas to do. She would run with it, and now, she has grown. But she didn't grow overnight. She was consistent. It took time. It took time. For me that I'm here today, it took me time, and I've been consistent. So that it's niche that people are interested in. That's why you say it. Those because Linda is doing gossip, and you personally don't even like gossip. But because Linda is doing gossip, that's why you say gossip. For what? It could be football. It could be a blog on football. Guys are crazy about football. It could be football. Do you know we have a baby crying here? It could be a blog on nanny, how to have maybe a mobile nanny when you're having training here. And you start a mobile nanny. Somebody says, oh, maybe it's disturbing. No, it's a business. It's a business opportunity for somebody else. Now, imagine that you can rent a nanny for 2 hours or for 30 minutes. Oh, I'm going for a training, mobile nanny around, just for 30 minutes, take care of my baby. Is that not a business? Who will know better? And you will make something affordable you can easily get. Don't you think you already got a business idea? Some people are ready to start mobile nanny. Who is ready to start mobile nanny? Say I start mobile nanny. So for blog posts, let's go back to blog posts. Now one of the things you can use for blog posts, you want to get 100 articles daily. You don't need to be the original one of the article. All you can do is you use Google Alerts. You use Google Alerts to type the keyword of your blog post. If it's gossip on children, if it's gossip on... Imagine you start a blog on Die by Fire. All the witches in my village. Prayer and Fire Ministry. Haven't you noticed that when they are doing anything for your own life, when it comes to kill the witches in my village, all the people that say I will not succeed, they have sat down on my success. All for women. Ọkùnrin tó bá máa wà ní ìwà àtọ́kọ ẹ. Ọlọ́run gbógun mi, bá ní gbógun sí àjọ obìnrin sọ́rí náà. Would you see women? Especially some women who already have some women who are trying to start their own life. You think that blog law, which will go viral? It will fly. Women will be your number one fans. And any blog like that, you see people come and advertise to advertise on your blog. And that's why women who already know, people already know that. Some of them create blog in the area of prayers, some maybe husband snatcher, relationship and all of that. And when you see pastors talking more about relationships, what do you see? You see single men. In those churches, haven't you noticed? A church that the pastor is talking about women, talking about husband structure, talking about emotions with women, how men should treat women right. And you know, if you want to market, something like your number one fans. If they don't have the money, they will find it. So you can use Google Alert. So once you type that keyword of gossip or nanny or maybe pastoring or whatever you want to do for the blog at the church, then it gives you an alert. An alert is sent to your mail. So you get every post anybody posts that day on social media with that your niche. You get that sent to your mail. So you can now edit it and post on the blog. You know, so you have really very content. That's why if you notice, haven't you noticed on social media? You see a particular post of a news going viral, another blog has carried it, another blog has carried it. Before you know, everybody's carrying it. So all Google Alerts actually helps you to get all this information very quick and fast. Okay, last question.
You just have to post it on your time.
Yes, it's easy for you, and there are software that always posting it for you. You don't need to be one of those things. You just share everything, and they go at different times.
So you don't put a link or two software that you can see.
For more info, visit www.school.com.dng.com. Okay, let's go to the next question. If I keep addressing all these issues, I will not leave this place for the issue. And they go out and now I don't think for people. So we start by that. Okay? Please.
I want you to talk more like that e-commerce. The man said that you're going to exercise more on buying from.
Okay, now I'm going to say a little about it. E-commerce is extremely broad. I can't say so much about e-commerce right now. And this is just, okay, let me just show you this picture. You can see how the transition. Now this was when I still used to be full-time housewife. And I remember when I just started them, these are two of my boys, I have 3 of them. 2 boys and 1 girl. Now this was when I started and I was confused. I was still confused, I'll put it down. And I had not narrowed down to one niche. I was still doing, I will do so many things today. I'll do Ankara and this one, I'll sit on this, I'll do this, I'll do that. And I was still not fulfilled until I took my time. I said, I was going to focus on niche and block my needs. So until I make money from this particular niche. You'll be like, come and tell me that this is the in business. People are making $1 million, $1 million. After this training, now you can stay with something, keep on that niche, and make sure that you will eat the millions from that niche before you move to the next one. But the reason why many people have not eat that money online is because they keep shopping from without the post. Today they are doing network marketing, tomorrow they are doing this, next tomorrow they are doing that. Because why? They are not even giving the one they started. So I need you to write the commitment and write it to me that I make a commitment today, a vow, that I will not jump into another online business until I make, depending on the million you want to write it down, until I make 20 million from this business, until I make 5 million from this online business I have chosen after this business, or I am already doing. Please write it down, or make that vow. Make that commitment with yourself today. Okay, this is the transition. You can see this is me meeting and Ibewa. I have one of my endorsements video also on my website. I'm standing next to a billionaire. I wanted to say something, but I can't say like this. I'm going to be so Nigerian. No Nigeria, when we are billionaire. Shoulder pad. Shoulder pad. Yeah. Everybody, you know I carry myself. Hey, I am a billionaire. You can even see the way she's so dressed, so simple. I guess this was the game changer I told you that made this capture this result. The boat cruise, ship cruise. Went to Florida, St. Martin's, Puerto Rico, and one other states I can't really remember. And we were on that ship for 7 days. There's no kind of life you want to live on that ship. There's nothing short towards it. 2 days to the end of the event, I didn't even enjoy this on this ship. It was fun. There was seafood. You will even get tired of it. It was so much fun. But the people I connected with, when you meet somebody who in his coaching platform is already charging $65,000, and you cannot be your mother even though you're charging. When somebody will come and, oh, I charge $165, and you're like, and they tell you the kind of value, and the kind of value you use what's there, everything changes. That was when I knew that I was we were just so close. And there was a guy that was doing e-commerce, and he told me we're supposed to do something together with him. He charges $50,000 and Nigerians pay. I hate it. To train people on e-commerce. I've not gotten there. I'm there, but I've not, I think I've not charged $50,000. My head is fat, and the one that are Nigerians, they pay him $50,000 is a day. For it, we are calculating like that. As a day when I did the calculating million, that they pay him. And he doesn't even use my model. He just takes them to the country, show them the manufacturers, one or two other strategies, and that's it. Now we will sit down, we will begin the advert, do large page, do no way. Together. So there are some places we don't go to that. In fact, everything else. I have one of presidential, these are just trainings I've done. One in Dubai, one in, I've done several in Dubai anyway. This is Abuja. This is Abuja last few years. That's the background. And this is our company child, we do a charity. We do several charities. Last year, we were in Agege and we brought Santa to the street. And we're giving children food and items to celebrate Christmas on Christmas Day. Now, for me, why that was really important to me was that we look at the fact that a lot of these kids on Christmas Day, they don't have opportunity to see Santa. So we decided, I know people will give them food, but we said to them, let's take Santa on the streets, let them have the feel. The same children of the rich man or of the wealthy man that has access to Santa, let them also have access to food, to something about food in one shop. We also give cash giveaway to a lot of families, people on the street, and people are like, are you for me? Like, are you broke? Are you give them the picture and collect the money back? Like, people could not understand how in Nigeria we just come and say, I'm giving you money. What did I do? Nothing. Just to celebrate Christmas for you to buy rice and chicken. And that was really an amazing one. And that we did last year. And this was some of the places we've also been blessing to schools, charity homes. And this is one of my elders, my mentor, Dr. Kwebawo. And this also was the cruise. Okay, for those that know it, they already saying this is Mr. Stephen also in the middle there, in the picture. These are some of the people we've consulted for. Then this is one of my mentees who will give my 6 million. Now she has done over $30,000 in transaction in business. I'm trying to look for e-commerce slides. These are just testimonials. Okay. Okay, I might just go to, let me just say this about e-commerce. Because I'm trying to go to the slide, but I don't think that's one. Now, one of the things we need to do is we have to succeed. I'm going to do 7 steps. Might not be up to 7, but 7 steps to succeed in e-commerce. That's you want to go into importation business and you want to succeed. You have been hearing this 1 million at one time. Number one, quick. There are so many people doing e-commerce business, but not everybody is breaking even. Reason is also because some people do not have a niche. They are going to be having, I have one of my amazing people in the house. He's going to come and share it. So I think this time he just came to work. And I'm seeing him at the back. He has also made money from e-commerce. I remember when he shared his testimony when he came from our team and he had to be born in heart to join our e-commerce group. And the story is true. I think the first month he did 500,000, then started to go to a million. That was the big thing. But he has one potential of looking for products. Now who costs more than 150 naira? And you can sell them for 11,500. He has that gift. And one of the ways to look for such products is to look for problems. When you want to find products that will sell and fetch you, I tell people there are no hot-selling products in e-commerce. They say, well, I want hot-selling products. There are no hot-selling products. The reason why that product became hot-selling is because another importer brought that product in and ran massive adverts on that product. And people are buying it. And because people are now buying, another importer saw it, brought it in. Another one saw it, brought it in. Now it becomes more in circulation. But at that period, me, is the time I will back out and find another product that will solve another problem. Because what we importers do is that we find products that solve the problem, bring it into the market, sell and make massive money. For instance, I remember when there's this thing called fast food. I came into Nigeria, someone that was doing it. Safety of Stretchman. There's all these things that are safety of street problem and not massively low. And the guy got it for eating for less than 60 naira. And he was selling for around between level 5 or 4.5. 4.5. 3 less than 60 naira. Selling for how much? If you don't sell it for that price, my brother, you will say it is fake. Even if you buy, as of the day I did that product for you, I did a training to buy. A lady bought it for 100 grams. That's 10,000. That's 10,000. Bought it for 100 grams. So there are lots of products that I bought, and I call those kind of products the make rich products. They make you rich quick. If you want to become rich, just look for problems. For the problems in terms of egg growth, there was a time, guys, they wanted to grow mustache. If you have not grown mustache, you are not a man. And importers took advantage. And they were bringing creams, oil that will cost about 300 or 200, selling it for 7K. Who was buying? Because it was working. Because it was working. Husband and wife are fighting, they cannot sleep in the same room because of snoring. You know there are devices that can help you to cure that snore. That you buy for less than 100 naira, bring it in, and you can sell for 4.5, and sell for 3.5. Men who have fertility problems, you know there are some things they can take. One of my students, she was just seated like me in one of our trainings in the hotel and suite. And I was talking about all these people that can help solve the problem. And so that's why she got a project for. No, she later came to see me in my office after she subscribed to my program. Can you imagine? She bought a product for diabetes. For 18K, she bought one. The person said she was doing her a favor. Only for her to discover on the website that that product was barely 2,000 naira. Say Jesus, that she must go and make her own money back. She will bring that product, sell it, and make her money back. And she didn't bring it in and sold it. So, when you want to make money, just look for problems, not just the problems, I call it PSP, problem solving products, PSP. Just look for it on e-commerce. That's if you want to make it. Like you want to make big money, like sharp money, sharp. Just look for it. But one of the ways to now make money with this problem solving product is not by bringing it on, it's by now running a profitable advert. This is where people miss it. I remember I spoke about anti-radiation device. And somebody went to bring it in and I expected that our neighbors and friends and family will understand what anti-radiation device is and sell it for them. And so we don't still running adverts with a good video they are taken from YouTube. Nobody will know about anti-radiation or believe you that it works. Because when you run adverts and 100,000 people see your advert, maybe 100 will buy from you. Or 200,000, 500,000 see your advert. Maybe 300 will buy from you. Not everybody will buy from you. So now imagine how many is your neighbor, how many people are the neighbors, how many are your family members. They can't make you rich now. It's not possible. And you want to break even in e-commerce and you are selling to your neighbors. If they buy from you today, will they buy tomorrow, will they buy next day, will they buy every day? You want to rule their bank account. Is it because of you they are working? So you have to diversify if you want to break even in e-commerce to running profitable adverts on this product which are already called PSP. and prostitute. She will buy you not make. This most months you are wearing, how much do you think they are selling? When we were importing of it, and people were buying. Somebody should multiply 0.01 multiplied by 70, and somebody multiply by 10 right? 0.01 multiplied by 7. What's the start? Is that 7 naira? 0.01? How much? 7 naira. And as of then, they were selling one nose mask for 500 naira. And this was the price between the nose mask and the 7 naira.
It's not 70 kobo.
70 kobo. Because I remember this price very well. We brought it in 70 kobo, and they were selling for how much? 500 naira. Now, if you see some people that don't want Corona to grow, you can see why. Especially as I was there. Because people that made money from thermometers and nose masks, we brought it in and we bought in nose masks about, maybe 2,000 or 3,000 pieces. So you see the price they are selling compared to the market price that is being sold. Even if you are selling at 100 naira because Corona has not come, I didn't want people to go. I will not say you should go and buy nose masks, except you already have nose masks too. Do you understand? So we just look for problem-solving products. But we don't want to look for problem-solving products which can make you rich overnight. You cannot decide to say, okay, it is fashion which you want to do. Now, don't say I want to do fashion, do children, do adults, women, men. Pick one. It's just shoes for children. It is just shoes for male. It is just shoes for female. Pick one. And start running with that one. And when you get more capital, you can now expand into other niche. Do we understand? So the first step, remember, I said pick a niche. Number 2, I've already spoken about number 2 and number 3. Understand your niche. Some people pick a niche and they do not understand it. So you need to go and understand what is involved, what is trending. In business, the money is in the niche. Now somebody echo that with me. The money is in the niche. Any business you want to do, the money is resident in the niche. Please write it in your book. It is not enough for you to understand that the money is in the niche. You now need to understand